We all got monsters inside of us. See more than black when our eyes are shut. Feel like a hole in our centers, want no one to enter, but lonely when times are rough. Lining up, I never run away. Ties of love can stop to suffocate. Find the guts, but I'm feeling hollow when I'm staring down at my own mother's grave. No, I'm used to L's, but never lose myself. Can't win, but always choosing help. When I'm black in my soul, don't know who's the helm. I am black at a goal, I refuse to dwell. When I'm back in my hole, don't know who to tell. All the damage I hold and the gloom I felt. They want Bankai, I got Bankai. Hold an arm high to the doom to hell. They say that you can't avoid them, victims of our own behavior. My thoughts in my mind like poison, rejecting myself and my human nature. My power's a disappointment, I'm struggling to be the saviors. I'm losing track of all the times that I've been deemed a failure.
If I fall, but just get up again. I'll shoulder all the pain you're feeling. I'll meet you in the end. Full M's never on my mind. Just need that second wind. I've been feeling hollow, and I'm never giving in. Never be alone when we face the darkness, 'cause I'll be by your side when we face the end. I've been feeling hollow, and I'm never giving in.
I know that Rukia believed, why can't I do the same? Cause when my friends are on their knees, I know I'm who to blame. And every day's a different dream when you hallucinate. I feel I'm tearing at the seams if I refuse to change. No matter my power, gonna need more. Keep score, I'm like the sun and my pride is my heat source. I keep on talking despite all the remorse. Free fall, how can man slay with a sheath sword? I got a mask, but it's showing my dream form. Asking myself what the pain will go be for. We all have monsters but you never see yours. Death after death, but I know I go respawn. For those who cannot fight.
Welcome to the Anime Madness Podcast Week 5, which is going to be special episode 1, where we are covering my top 16 this week. And today I am joined by my co-host, Cope.
Yo.
Check him out on Twitch and Twitter at KillerKush412. We're also here with Skelytony, or Tony.
Hello.
And we also got my other co-host, Taco, here.
Howdy doody.
And making his return, our guest, Sage. And I think Sage is a little quiet right now. You there, Sage?
I think his mic had a slight mess up, but it's still supposed to be in the Discord though.
Yeah, he's still there. Alright, well, Sage is here. He's just having slight technical difficulties. But, yeah, we are doing my top 16 this week. I have not seen the bracket. I'm actually pulling up right now to get it prepared for y'all to see for the first time as well. And it's taking forever to load in. What is going on?
That sounds like too much effort.
Is the stream lagging for anyone who is viewing?
No.
Oh, everything's lagging for me.
That's no good.
It might be because Cope made the bracket and he shared it with me. That could be the reason why it's lagging, so... But here we are. We got it up. So it's still on the main screen. I have yet to see it. Okay, next. What did you send me, Cope?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you asked me if I got it. Alright. So in match 1, oh god, we have my number 10, Haikyuu, versus my number 8, Code Geass. Lelouch Le Rebellion. And as a reminder, I cannot vote. This is all down to the 4 who joined me today. I'm just along for the ride.
Dang. Code's a really, really good show. I haven't watched Haku myself.
So Haikyuu is, as you can tell by the image, it is a volleyball anime following Shoyo Hinata, which I actually have a figure of him up next to me right now. And it's basically a story about this little 5'2" guy who wants to play volleyball after seeing the little giant play during a spring tournament. And it basically follows his high school career.
Okay. Say,
So
it's so weird.
you could just imagine trying to play volleyball as someone who's 5'2" around a bunch of guys who are like 5'11" and taller. At one point, he comes up against a guy who's like 7 foot.
That's funny.
It's great. Every match is intense, has you on the edge of your seat. But the same could be said with Code Geass. Every episode has you on the edge of your seat after that first episode.
That's facts. That show's insanely good.
And it's kind of a shame. So I have like 23 out of the 45 volumes of Haikyuu. And I completely finished reading the series. But Code Geass, if I remember correctly, never got an English volume releases.
Actually,
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, looks like you got to learn another language.
I did start studying Japanese, Cope. Mainly because I have
Of course you did.
like 5 One Piece books that are in Japanese only. The 3, actually it's more, it's 7. The 3 film red ones, and then the
we all
4
good now?
Road the Laugh Tales.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Sorry.
We got Sage. He fixes technical difficulties. So,
Yep, sorry.
were you able to hear everything, Sage?
Yeah. It was just
Okay.
the mic itself was having an issue. My apologies.
I'm not prepared for future matchups.
No, they already seem cool.
That's a good thing.
I feel like this
No.
would have been more difficult if it was Code Geass versus Steins Gate.
Look, don't be complaining about the pair up.
I'm not
'Cause you know
complaining. I'm
what?
just saying.
You are. You fucking called me in the middle of the week when I was making it, and literally I was sitting here at my desk, and he called me. He's at work. I am making the bracket as we speak, and he starts talking about it, and I'm hearing him give me suggestions, and the suggestions are matching with my pairs, so I had to go and change the whole fucking thing. So, no. You will be fine with what you get.
Bruh.
And yes, they are open to roast certain ones, like why is this one so high, this one should not be ranked this high, or this one's ranked too low type of thing. They are fair game to do that. I was talking to Taco about this yesterday actually, and right before the final we're going to do honorable mentions, 5 that could have made it into the bracket but didn't. So those will be revealed right before the final.
All right. I think I want to vote for Code Geass here.
Alright, I got 1 for Code Geass.
I'm gonna second that as well.
I got 2
My
for
reasoning
Code
for that,
Geass.
however, is because I think, if I recall correctly, Lelouch is a super genius, basically.
Yes.
And they have one of, I think, the best songs I've ever heard in in a long time. Colors by Flo, I believe is what it is. Or
Yes,
if I have
I
that backwards.
believe. Yeah, it's Colors by Flo. I believe that is the second opening of Code Geass.
Absolute banger.
It is.
Cannot not
Have you
listen to that
heard?
song.
Have you heard "Fly High" by Burnout Syndicate?
I have. Is that also one for Code Geass?
That is Haikyuu's actually.
Q. Okay.
Yeah, that is Haikyuu's most famous opening, and it is a beautiful song. The thing that I find funny is the beginning of the song goes "Tobe fly." The Japanese word "tobe" that they say at the beginning means fly.
Yeah, Fly. Come on.
It reminds me of Kuma 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 Bear, that one show.
Bear.
Bear. You forgot the 4th one.
Oh, my bad.
It's 3 Kumas and then a bear.
Bear.
Season 2 is actually was announced. I believe it's either later this year or spring 2024.
Oh my god. How
Dude,
could
it's so
Bear,
good.
bear,
I
bear,
loved it.
bear,
I loved it. It was a
bear,
nice little
bear,
cutesy isekai type anime. It's like Bofuri, but more cutesy than Bofuri is.
Alright.
Okay, so all you need is me and Sage to vote, right?
Yes.
I have not seen either of these shows, but just by, as I'm watching the stream, but just by picture and art style, I'm not. I don't know if they're like both just straight from the show or something.
So the Haikyuu one is a color spread from the manga,
Okay.
and the Code
Okay.
Geass one is a promotional poster for the anime.
Okay.
It's funny
Code
how I can look at the
Geass
picture and
crazy.
determine that.
I picked out these pictures, and he just knows what they are.
Fair.
That's about right.
Sad.
There's a reason I'm the host and expert of this podcast.
No.
But I will say
You're
my
not wrong,
vote
Code.
goes to Geass.
You're not wrong. I would give more details into Code Geass for you, Sage, but that goes into spoiler territory.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's such a mind game that I just can't say anything. Because I don't want to spoil the greatness of the show. It's not like a show like JoJo's, where if you spoil JoJo's, it really doesn't matter because it'll still shock you when you get to it.
Yeah.
This one,
When you actually
it
witness it.
loses all of its shock factor.
Fair.
So he voted Code.
Yeah.
You vote in Code.
Yeah.
So,
Code just for the more
Code,
pure
just for fun, what would
outlooks,
your
more
vote be?
rational.
Are you going to be the king of pity, or are you going
Round
with
one, pity vote.
Code?
Dang. Already busting it out.
Alright. Oh, that's why he's the king of pity.
Well, I mean, honestly, I would have voted Haiku against Code.
He's also an Itachi
But-
simp.
I am not a simp for Itachi.
Oh, you did change it. So, for context, one of the ones that I guessed was my number 4, Komi-san Can't Communicate, which he spelled wrong on here. It's S-A-N, and there's missing the hyphen. I guess
I
that
copied
one
and pasted.
versus Horimiya, and he changed it. So we got my number 15, To Your Eternity, which today's episode was very hard to get through, very emotional. Versus my number 4, Komi Can't Communicate. So, To Your Eternity is another one like Code Geass, where it's not too much of a plot twist, wow factor. It's more of the emotional hit. But it's about a god giving life to making an immortal being that can take in stuff around him to save the world. That's the basic synopsis of the story. I went into this blind, and it was an awful decision. I didn't read no description. I didn't look at any artwork or anything, which I like how he has the concept art from the one shot. And he has the season 1 visual for Komi-san as well. But basically, it was a huge emotional hit going into it blind. So I tried to give these guys with me a little bit of a warning. And Komi-san, for people who don't know, it's a rom-com about a girl who has problems speaking to people. She has a social disorder, which makes it very hard to talk to people, and people find her very hard to approach because of this. But all she wants is to be able to make 100 friends. That's her goal in the long run.
Such lofty goals. I'm okay with 5.
Like it's more like she wants to do it because she never really had any friends before outside of her family. and she's in high school now, and she wants to be able to actually have those interactions. One of the big points that they hit in every chapter and every episode is just because they have a hard time talking to people does not mean they do not want to interact and be involved with people.
That's true. I don't like this matchup. Only because seeing To Your Eternity makes me sad. That's the only reason.
Oh my god. So Tony can tell y'all, I texted him today, bawling my eyes out from today's episode. I will admit to that right here, right now. Today's episode was rough.
You know what? Just because for the sad factor of today, because I know me and you talked about it too, I'm going for 2 Year Eternity.
So Taco's voted for 2 Year Eternity.
It's for the sad factor.
It's so good though too. Like the sad, like a lot of shows, like when there's too much sadness, it takes away from the show. But 2 Year Eternity does it so well, and the creator, the mangaka for 2 Year Eternity, is the same one who did A Silent Voice. So that just makes it like, when I found that out, I already watched season 1 when I found that out. And I was like, oh, no wonder why it hits me in my feels so hard. Because the same person who did A Silent Voice, it's definitely in the top 5 saddest stories that I've read. No wonder why it hits different like that.
That makes sense. I know this show can definitely go for that side category we talked about the other day.
Yeah. For anyone who wants to know, we are talking about things for season 2 of Anime Madness, and one of the things that Taco brought up was, what me and Taco brought up together really was animes that would make you need therapy. And off the top of my head, I can think of 3 right away.
It's such a good category.
It really is.
Well, here's the thing. What if we use anime as a therapy session?
That's what makes it work.
And he brings up a very valid point with the...
Because, like, off the top of my head, like, Taco, how far did you get in Berserk before this stream?
Stop. Don't ask him that question.
All right, well, he got 2 episodes watched last night.
So good.
Taco.
Yes.
How far did you get in Berserk?
I'm up to episode 6.
Okay, so you're at the Battle of Doldry.
Yep.
Oh, you have Guts versus the General of the Purple Rhino Knights.
Yep.
Bro, that was such a good
Can
fight.
I tell you, those knights with the silly, goofy, super long names that have colors involved, I think they're hilarious.
Well, if you actually do look at medieval times, like around the, because this is based around the Dark Ages, the medieval ages, like the 1400s.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. I just think the names are super goofy.
They are, but there were names like that in real history.
I have to find the name I'm looking for. I just forget where it's at.
There's the White Dragon Knights.
That's not that bad.
You have the White Hawk, sort of Band of the Hawk.
Once again, not that bad.
What is it, the Blue Orcas or the Blue Whales?
The blue, yeah, but there's like they had a full-on longer title that I was
it was wonky. And then you had the Purple Rhino
There we go.
Knights.
The Blue Whale Ultra Heavy Armored Fierce Assault Annihilation Knight Corps.
Okay, that was because the commander of that was a freaking dumbass.
I love how long and goofy it is. It's great. I just think, man.
My favorite name is definitely the Night Squad that gets revealed in episode 7.
I have more reading to do on Berserk.
That is definitely one of my favorite ones because It's just badass.
I can say when I did watch, like when I was watching the first episode, when he fights Medusa, I was like, okay, this dragged me in super fast, and I was like, I can watch this before.
Bro, don't forget, he was like,
He was 12 because
Oh.
he was with the Band of the
Oh.
Hawk for 3 years, and he left the Band of the Hawk at 15.
no, I think he's 18 in Ben the Hawk, and leaves after that.
No, the current story, he's like 18, 19. I think. I'm gonna have to look this up.
Like I love how they put the little detail in, like how his axe cracked when it hit his sword, and that was the reason why he won. Like that little detail, like alone, was kind of like okay, and they're actually going like, into detail with everything.
So at the very end of the Golden Age arc, which another, I think, half a year or a year goes by before certain events that Tony knows about.
Yeah.
He is almost 20, if not already 20.
Is there a lot of time skips? I know there was the 3-year time skip.
So there's a 3-year time skip there.
There's like 3-year time skips.
There's
to his
another
childhood.
time skip. After the Battle of Doldry and after a certain incident happens, there's another smaller time skip. It's like I said, it's like 6 months to a year.
Gotcha.
And then at the end, there's another like 5-year time skip going into Berserk 2016.
Gotcha.
So there are a decent amount of time skips, but it's not like too bad. But we can save the rest of this talk for when Berserk shows up on here.
Yes.
So we have Taco voted for 2-Year Eternity. Just need Sage,
I'm just
Tony,
looking-
and Cope.
I'm looking at your list. I'm not gonna lie. Why is Komi-san so high?
Like I
I know we
said,
talked about this the other time.
like I said before, anything from 4 all the way to like 25 can be interchanged.
Yeah.
Like me personally, not there's maybe a couple that's like, okay, yeah, this one's definitely superior to this one. And for Komi, it's such a nice, relaxing. Like I always got to get the next volume right as it drops because I enjoy it so much. That's why it's at the number 4.
You know, all I hear is just an excuse to divert the roasting. Saying, you know, 1
Like,
through
Komi-san.
25 could all be interchanged just so
I'm
that
not gonna lie.
your top 16 can't be roasted because then
I'm
you're
not-
saying they're
I'm
all
not-
equal.
I'm not saying that. Because there's ones on here that people would be like, why would that even be in a top 25?
I'm not gonna lie.
And there's ones that aren't
Komi-san's
in
good.
my top 25 that people would be like, why isn't that there?
Komi-san's good. I just don't think it's a number 4 over like Code Geass or Horimiya or Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't think it's better than those. I'm not gonna lie.
I try to keep in mind mostly anime only when making this list. Because a lot of people are anime only in this podcast. So I try to keep that in mind. Or else there'd be other ones on here that aren't on this, which will be in the honorable mentions later. Because they don't have an anime adaptation, or their anime adaptation was so bad, we don't talk about it. Promise Neverland.
I think with that though, I'm gonna vote for 2-Year Eternity.
2-Year Eternity. We got 2 for 2-Year Eternity, none for Komi.
I'm gonna have to give my vote to 2-Year Eternity just for the simple fact of a fox. The fox.
It's actually a wolf.
Oh, it looked like a fox.
Yeah, it's an
That's
Arctic.
what I was debating in my head.
It's an Arctic wolf.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Like I said, that's concept from before the series was in serialization, or it could be fan art. But it does look strikingly similar to the one shot that I saw online. And Cope, are you pity voting, or are you going with 2-Year Eternity as well?
Well, I was gonna go for 2-year eternity, but
No,
fuck
you have
it.
to for the therapy. You have to for the therapy.
Round 2, pity vote.
And this,
Pity
folks,
votes
is why he is the king
already.
of pity votes. He's 2 already. So, oh no!
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the damage. I'm waiting for it.
No! Why did I not see this coming?
Wait, I'm waiting for it to pop up on the stream.
Oh!
I'm not there yet. I know it's gonna be bad though.
Oh!
Oh,
So we got my number 3, which this is mainly focused on manga. For my number 3, Berserk, versus my number 7, another one that is, it's a good 50-50 between manga and anime for my ranking of it. Vinland Saga.
why do you spell berserk with the Z?
Yeah, he does that. I do not know why. That is an S, Cope.
Berserk. It's an S, not a Z. It hurts.
But for
There's no
those,
excuse. There's no excuse, Cope.
for Berserk is these are both seinen too. I think these are the only 2 seinen on the list, which is funny. But Berserk is like we mentioned earlier, a Middle Ages type one. It follows a character named Guts, and Taka, I'm gonna say this because it's not done in the anime. They don't animate this. It's about Guts' childhood. They don't animate it. They give you little glimpses of flashbacks, but they don't give you the full story of it.
Okay.
But
It's honestly so.
it's really messed up. So Berserk, the main character Guts, was born from a hanging corpse, and that's how he got his name Guts. He was born from the guts of a hanging corpse, is I believe what's actually said in the manga.
That's lit.
He's raised by this mercenary guild, the leader, or the mercenary group. The leader of it, he sees as a father figure, until he finds out that his father figure was accepting silver for other members to R-word him at night. And let's just say he was forced to be a catcher. And he ends up killing his father figure and getting chased out of this mercenary guild, and he goes solo for years. And then the whole fight with Pazuzu happens, and Griffith, the leader of the Band of the Hawk, takes interest in him. And they end up dueling. Guts loses and becomes a member of the Band of the Hawk.
We can't say Guts. Guts only lost that because Griffith was better at the time. But Guts was way cooler in that fight than Griffith.
Guts was amazing, especially when he goes, "Let me show you how you use your mouth to fight," and bites Griffith's sword and then just launches him over the edge.
That part was pretty badass. I ain't gonna lie.
And yeah, it's basically going through the war between Midland and the Imperials, and that's about all I'm going to give for a synopsis of it to stay out of spoiler territory because Berserk is too awesome. And Vinland Saga is about a Norseman from Iceland. Thorfinn is the main character. His dad, Thors, gets recruited to be part of the English and Danish War. This is all based on real historical events that happened in the early 11th century in England and Scandinavia and all that. Thorfinn was a real historic person known as Thorfinn Elriksson, and everything about his childhood and all that is lost to history. So the mangaka took literary creativeness to make Thorfinn's childhood and his backstory. And the funny thing is, for season 1, the last chapter that covers season 1 in the manga is literally called End of Prologue. And basically, he's goes with this Viking troop that did some horrendous things for revenge. He's trying to get revenge, and he becomes this badass warrior. And both of them are insanely good seinings. And I'm actually currently reading book 8 of Vinland Saga right now. So. But that's a quick synopsis. One's about medieval times knights. The other one's about Vikings in their prime.
My vote's for Berserk.
I saw that coming from Tony.
Yeah, that should have been really obvious, honestly.
You already know my vote's going to Berserk.
Taka's going with Berserk as well.
Yeah,
Taka, how's your top
Berserk
16
because
looking
it
after
looks,
starting Berserk? Sage, did you vote?
I'm gonna go Berserk because it seems very gory, and I might
They
have to give
both
it a
are.
watch.
They both are. I'm not gonna deny they both are. Berserk is definitely more gory than Vinland, though. Like
Okay,
both,
so I'm definitely gonna have to give Berserk a watch.
both these shows are on Crunchyroll, and Crunchyroll you don't have to be a paid member of Crunchyroll to watch certain shows, but these ones you have to because of the mature
Okay.
content.
Fair.
So, Cope, are you voting Berserk or are you pitying the Vikings?
Well. Seems we have come to another
Are you gonna
pity vote.
You're pitying the Vikings over the, I guess, Germanic. I think it's Germanic is what it's based off, or Roman. It might
All right.
be.
Before we switch, since Sage mentioned the gore, when I was talking, when me and Diddy were talking, he told me when I asked him like about gore, I'm like, I've watched like Attack on Titan and stuff. It's pretty gory. And then when he told me Berserk makes Attack on Titan look like Peppa Pig, I kind of lost it.
Was I wrong though? Was I wrong?
True.
No, that's what's hilarious about it.
Yeah, for people who have not watched Berserk, if it was hard for you to watch AOT with that gore, do not watch it. Vinland Saga is more on the lines of AOT gore. I would say it's probably a little bit more gory than AOT, since AOT hits that border of seinen. Like, it's not a seinen, but it's like a little too advanced for shonen. Vinland Saga
That's why
like,
it gets the Attack on Titan tier.
yeah. Vinland Saga is like right past the seinen border, like in seinen. Berserk is like the top of seinen. Like, the only thing above a Berserk is like ecchi stuff. For completely different reasons.
Yeah, that's the completely different reasons.
So Berserk wins and moves on. And in match 4, we have Claymore versus Neon Genesis Evangelion. And Cope, this is a good matchup.
That is pretty good.
That is a great matchup. Because you have Yokai for Claymore versus Angels for Evangelion.
Wow, I finally got a fucking compliment. Thanks, guys.
This isn't
This actually sucks. I'm sorry.
This is the second. This is the third. The first matchup was great. Actually, every matchup has been great.
Yeah, but then you always had to go and comment on my spelling. I'm sorry, I'm fucking dyslexic.
Alright, I can't give you a pass for Z. They face opposite directions and are of completely different shapes. S is round, Z is
Yeah.
like straight.
Yeah.
That's just
Plus, with how much we talk about Berserk in the Discord, like,
Okay, but then, I go and I spell off a sound and everybody says berserk. Zerk.
that's because of the E. That's because of the
it's not
E.
berserk.
It's because of the RSE. That's why,
We're
like,
gonna have a story
even
1 week.
Berserk for not even talking about the story Berserk, just saying Berserk in general, it sounds like a Z in the normal pronunciation of Berserk. It's because of the RSE pairing up like that. Look at me talking about grammar. It's my worst
We're
subject.
gonna have a spelling bee now.
Count me out.
Have fun. Go ahead and spell arigato gozaimasu.
Is Otsusuki.
Oh, that's OTUSUKUIKI.
Ding.
For some reason, I suck at English spelling, but when it comes to Japanese, I'm actually decent.
Simple. You didn't grow up learning it. You have to put effort into that, unlike English.
Yeah. But
If
then
you ask
again,
me any
I still
complex
can't.
English word,
I
I
can't-
could not tell you how to
I
say
can't
it or spell
spell. I can't spell or read kanji yet, though, which kind of sucks. I'm
it.
working.
Yeah, you'll get there. Just requires time and effort.
So, synopsis on these stories. Claymore is about a group of female warriors that fight yokai or demon, and they are actually half yokai themselves. And the anime is good up until episode 24. That's when it falls off because it completely skips like volumes 12 through 26 and goes straight to volume 27. The manga, there's a lot more. There's plot twists and all this and all that.
I still have 11 more to read.
Yeah, there's 27 volumes in total. And that is actually
Oh
the
my
series
goodness.
that Tony is borrowing from me right now.
I'm honest, not to cut you off. I'm honestly shocked to make you're 16 and skip so many volumes.
Yeah, so like I said, I tried to make this like a balance between manga and anime. Some of them, the mangas are so good that like I can overlook the anime. Others are not. Promise Neverland. But Claymore, like, it came out in like 06, I think the anime came out. Between 06 and 09. It was right around that Bleach Fairy Tale release time. It was in between
One of them
that.
really early ones, honestly.
Yeah, it was really good animation for when it came out. And the story, the basically it covers everything in the pre-time skip. The anime, everything pre-time skip in the manga is covered accurately in the anime. And the pre-time skip was great. But for that final battle that happens, they miss all the character development and all the other stuff that happens during the time skip and leading up to the final battle post-time skip.
Bro, just from volume 12 to 16 itself, it's crazy how much happens.
I think, yeah, 12 is where the time skip happens, I believe.
I think it was towards the end of 12. Let me
Yeah.
double check. I have it right in front of me, so. Time skip happens in 12.
Yeah. So you're in the post time skip stuff now, and you see like the character development that happened, and like you'll get to a couple plot twists that happen too, with their. It's like a plot twist with their organization, the Claymore organization. And then Neon Genesis Evangelion. I haven't watched it yet. I've only read it. But it's basically about a meteor came down and hit Earth, and they're on the second impact of this, and it creates these demon-like things that they're calling angels, and they have these mechas. It's a mecha anime that to fight off these angels, and they are called Evas or Evangelions, and the main character is Seninji. His dad is the creator of this and the like top commander for the resistance, basically. And it's basically take Gundam and Gurren Lagann, but take away the whole like universal level stuff. That's basically like a quick synopsis of it, because I don't want to give too much away because they're both such good series.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of Evangelion, but I do think it's rather good for
And this,
what time it released from, at least.
yeah, it was I believe the manga started in the early '90s, and the anime came out in the late '90s. Because I think the anime came out right around the start of One Piece.
Hmm.
This is a perfect example of what I meant by like 4 through 25 is interchangeable. I love Claymore so much. I love the manga so much. It's an anime that brings it down, or else it'd be right up there with Evangelion, or even above it maybe. That's like the whole thing behind like this list is very interchangeable. Because for Komi-san, I'm way ahead of the anime, so my opinion on that could change depending on how the anime does it.
Yeah.
So far, Netflix has been faithful.
Thankfully. You know, am I about to know for Claymore here?
It's 1 for Claymore.
Personally, I'll give a vote to Claymore because that picture looks really cool.
Like it's imagine these like
and then what I was saying, as like your description, it did sound like really, really cool.
yeah. So it's one of the first to actually make Shonen Jump use the Shonen Jump Advanced tag. Like if you look on some of the older mangas, they don't use it anymore. But Shueisha, the publisher for the Shonen Jump app, used to mark their closer to seinen series, like the borderline series, like Death Note, Bleach, Claymore, several others, used to be marked Shonen Jump Advanced and be in a completely different magazine. Bleach was the one that it wasn't until like later in the series, and then they're like, you know what, it's been in the normal Shonen Jump for so long, we're just going to switch it back and keep it in the normal. And that's why the volumes now, if you see any Bleach volumes now, it will not say Shonen Jump Advanced. It will just say Shonen Jump, to where if you still pick up Death Note, Claymore, it will have the Shonen, like I have a volume of Claymore right next to me. And as you can see right here, it says Shonen Jump Advanced.
When did you pull down for it?
It's really supposed to imagine like a 100-pound female waving around a 60-pound broadsword, or Claymore, because they actually wield claymores, hence their title Claymores, because that's not the actual name of their organization. And it takes a while to learn that, I think. Did you learn the real name of their organization, Tony?
No.
Oh, so you still haven't even learned that.
No, but I do know the twist with it. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Oh well.
Well, I did mention.
I didn't say what it
plot
was. I
twist.
just, yeah, did learn that, and that was kind of where I left off within volume 16.
Yeah, that's a huge, like when I first read that, I was like, yo, what the fuck?
When I was reading it, after a while, I'm kind of like, there's gonna be a twist involving these guys. Something not what you'd think. And I'm like, I kind of thought that was what it was, but it still kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah, and the anime doesn't cover that.
That's so sad.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny that Toilet Bound Hanako-kun is getting a anime remake because they switched chapters around. Like, chapter 30 was in episode 2 and chapter 5 was in episode 7. Like, each chapter is pretty much its own story for it. Like, there's not too much character development in Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. But ones like Promised Neverland, which is still rumored to be getting a new animation, and Claymore, which their series basically got butchered by their animes, aren't getting it. And they're very popular mangas still. I got 2 votes for Claymore. Need Cope and Sage, I think.
I think it's Cope and Taco.
Cope and Taco.
I voted for Claymore.
Okay.
Just
Well,
going off
is-
those descriptions, I'm going Claymore.
Claymore. Is the pity vote king gonna pity vote again?
4 rounds in a row. Pity vote.
All right, that's it. We're all ganging up. No more pity.
Match 5. Okay. Okay. I can see the connection between these two because there is romance in both of these, even though for one of them it is not its main focus. But we got my number 14, Steins Gate, and my number 11, Horimiya. And the artwork for Steins Gate, that's actually from Steins Gate 0. So there's 2 separate ones. They both fall under Steins Gate, though, in my opinion. A lot of people do rank them separately. I lump them together. But basically, if you want to watch this, you watch Steins Gate, then Steins Gate 0. But, so Steins Gate is about a scientist, a mad scientisto named Okube. And he pretty much accidentally figures out time travel using a microwave. And the whole series revolves around that and revolving around him trying to prevent certain things happening.
Just for that, I already know where my vote's going.
Horimiya is another rom-com. And it's about this one dude who's basically like that loner type. That like weird, like everyone thinks, oh, he's probably a moe otaku. With all these R-rated anime figures of girls. And the other one is the Miss Popular Girl. So Hori, the popular girl, she's this popular girl at school, and then at home she's like a housewife at home because her parents are like never home. And she has to take care of her younger brother. Well, one day her younger brother falls and scrapes his knee, and this dude with this slick back hair, piercings all over, he's got one that connects his lip to his ear, brings home her little brother. Well, it turns out this dude is Miyamura, the loner type that everyone thought was a moe otaku in school. And it starts a brimming relationship between the two of them. And there's some hilarious scenes. There's one scene where she's trying to fluster him, make him like embarrassed. And he literally she goes, take off your shirt. And she's already seen him shirtless because he has tattoos hidden underneath his shirt, which is why he's always in a winter uniform. And so she's seen it because they were supposed to have a swim day and he was at her house and he's like, what am I going to do about these? So she just casually goes, take off your shirt. And he starts to unbutton and take off his shirt. And she goes, wait, what are you doing? You're not even going to think about it? You're just going to do it? And he's like, well, yeah, because you asked. Because she ends up asking, like, if anyone asked you to remove your shirt, would you do it? So it's got a lot of hilarious moments like that. And it's not like one of those romances where it's like, come on, just say you like them already. Like, they get that pretty out of the way quick. And it's just, like, stuff in their relationship that becomes, like, funny like that.
Time travel with a microwave. Romance.
It's gotta be the microwave, right?
I mean, you say that. That's your opinion, but I want to vote for Horimiya because I watched that and I like it a lot.
Oh yeah, that's right. In our club, we actually watched the first episode as a preview. Did you go and watch all, what is it, 23 episodes?
12, and I watched it before we watched it as a preview.
Oh. Dude, oh my god, it's so great.
I love it. It's
Hey,
great.
I just realized, since he voted for Horimiya... fuck English.
It's Japanese, not English.
Hore.
Hore.
I said fuck my English.
But you're not speaking English. It's a Japanese name.
Exactly.
Whatever! There's no pity vote this round. So I vote Steins Gate.
Steins Gate, so what, we have 2 Steins Gates and 1 Hori?
Mm-hmm.
I also vote Steins Gate because the time travel with the microwave sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's so funny. There's this whole like secret organization plot line that I'm not going to say anything else about because it's just that hilarious. So Steins Gate beats Horimiya. And in match 7, you did not cope.
I'm hoping it's Bleach versus One Piece.
No, I made sure. I specifically told him like we're keeping like the 1, 2,
I
and 3
just thought
separated.
the same thing. We're connected.
Like that is something I'm gonna keep for the rest of y'all's top 16s when we do. We're keeping the 1, 2, and 3 separated.
Alright, good.
But
Good.
cope.
Oh,
Jujutsu
oh,
Kaisen versus One Piece.
Oh.
My number 13 versus my number 2.
Jujutsu's so good.
Oh, you used
First
to
off-
film Zed visual when Nami got turned into a child. That's so funny. And you got peach beards on it. God, I forgot
First
about
off-
Peach Beard.
First off, I'm just gonna state this. Why the fuck is JJK so low on your list?
I agree.
So
I agree.
my reasoning
I
on
also
that
agree with that.
is, so I'm up to chapter 162 in the manga, and for shows that I know people have seen, I'm trying to keep this more anime based for ones that people have seen. Mainly in general, I'm trying to keep it more anime based because a lot of people don't read manga, like I mentioned earlier. But going off the anime for JJK, it's number 13 because yes, it's good. The Todo and Itadori fight, and then the Todo versus Itadori, and then the Itadori and Todo versus the special grade. Amazing fights. Like they are my favorite moments in the series. Todo is my favorite character in the series.
Brother.
I just feel that they could have done a little bit more, like with what happened in Volume 0 and what's happening in the Shibuya arc, which is coming out July 2nd. July 2nd, Season 2 of JJK drops.
Alright. I'm sorry. I can no longer just watch all of One Piece over.
I feel like if Gege did that level of intensity that happens in the Shibuya arc in the first 2 arcs, which got animated in Season 1, I feel like it definitely would be higher on my list. What I didn't like about Season 1 of JJK was I do like how he takes his time to try to expand on the characters, but it misses. Because he does quicker synopsises of the characters later on in the series that hit so much better. And Yuji as a main character, I don't like Yuji. I do not like Yuji as a main character.
I already disagree with you.
I don't like him.
I disagree too.
I find him lacking. Like, his whole point of doing sorcery is he doesn't want people to die a certain way. He wants to try to change the way everyone dies. I don't like that. I don't like the naivety of him in the first special grade fight he has where Sukuna takes over and then Sukuna and Megami fight. Ever since I started JJK, even to this day, like up to chapter 162 of the manga, I still don't like Yuji. I like Panda, I like Megami, I like Nobara, I like Maki, I like Todo way more than Yuji. And another thing with JJK, you want to know what's funny? The popularity polls in Japan. You know how the main character is almost always in the top 3, if not number 1?
He's not, though, is he?
He has never been in the top 3.
I'm pretty sure it's Gojo, right?
It's been the top 3 has been consistent with Todo, Gojo, Megumi, and Maki. And even with Geto. But if it wasn't for the Junji Ito stuff, because Gege is a huge fan of Junji Ito, in Volume 0, one of the moves, Uzumaki Maximum, that Geto uses, is actually inspired by Junji Ito's Uzumaki. Like that whole thing made me like JJK more, but not enough to put it a lot higher. Don't get me wrong, the fights are great, the animation are great. I don't like the way the character development's handled, especially Gojo's in the next arc. I love Gojo's like carelessness and the way he holds himself and acts in season 1. But the way he acts in season 2 just makes me like, oh, I don't really like you anymore.
So I kind of don't really like Gojo because I just don't like his personality. That's just kind of me. I also think he's overrated just a little bit.
Well, I can see why you could call him overrated, but he is canonically the strongest character in that verse.
I know. I just think he's a little overrated, and I don't like his personality. Yeah, you have that power. That doesn't mean you get to not take things seriously.
Yeah, and that is definitely a character flaw with him, and that was a purpose. That was on purpose.
Oh yeah, I get that. It's just it's too much for me.
Yeah, I do. The one thing I do love is how strong the female characters are. Like, not just like their power.
Absolutely.
Their characters. Like, their characters are strong.
Like, I like all the characters. I'm gonna lie, except for Gojo.
Yeah, like I said, that's the main reason is the way the character development's handled, and the way Yuji is as a protagonist. It's what makes it fall down on the list for me. And everyone in this podcast knows how much I like One Piece.
Yes.
I think we talked last week.
Confirmed.
Like, One Piece is like,
Yep.
Inching its way to taking over my number 1 spot. But that nostalgia of Bleach getting me into anime as much as I am is what is holding that spot. And depending on the rest of the 1,000-Year Blood War cores go, if they are just like Core 1, it's probably going to stay at my number 1.
I'm thinking I probably will.
But One Piece still has a lot of years left. So by the time One Piece is over, it might claim my number 1. And this is... The One Piece one is heavily manga based. And that's mainly because of the way... I mean, don't get me wrong, Toei is doing phenomenal things with the animation right now. But this week's episode, 1053, was another one that animated 12 chapters. Or not 12 chapters, 12 pages.
The Toei 12 will never cease to
Toei
be.
12. And everyone complains about the pacing. I see so many complaints about the pacing of One Piece. But it's like, look at the animation we're getting. Look at the animation. Yeah, it's not like Bleach, where in the Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War, we're getting 4 to 5 chapters an episode with this god-tier animation. The other stuff that Studio Periot's working on at the moment is... They were working on the Black Clover movie, which looks great, and that is delayed to June 16th, though. They have Boruto constantly airing.
Let's not talk about Boruto.
And they're working on like one other series at the moment. Studio Period is.
Let's just not talk about Boruto. Let's do us all a favor and not do that.
Toei is doing this insane animation for One Piece while currently working on the new season of Dragon Ball Super. Which, from what the visuals and the little teaser that we got so far, the animation looks great in that too. Don't get me wrong. I do love that old school 90s animation for Dragon Ball. But like it looks good from the visuals that we've gotten for the new Super series. And what else is Toei working on?
I know One Piece and Dragon Ball is like their big shows.
That's their big two. And like Period is Boruto and Bleach right now, Black Clover. Hold on.
I can't.
Once again, I ask can we please refrain from mentioning Boruto and do us all a favor?
That show is so bad.
It wouldn't be so bad if it just, had the material to back up how many episodes they have.
What's currently going on with Toei? One Piece, Precure, which, wow, I've never heard of this. It has 873 episodes and has been going on since 2004.
I'm pretty sure it's a collection of like a ton of different.
It's a magical girl.
Yeah.
Japanese magical girl anime franchise. Oh, Bandai Namco is also working on it with Toei. They're also doing the Miraculous Tales, or Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. They've been doing that since 2015. Butt Detective, they've been doing since 2018.
So, just to tell you about the
wow
thing, they're on the 18th generation of girls for the show.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, there's 20 different titles.
Super Dragon Ball Heroes, which is a OVA series for Dragon Ball. There's only 45 episodes in 5 years. Wow, must be a seasonal. Fushigai Danshiga Zentindo. It's been going on since 2020 to present day by Toei. And Digimon Ghost Game, the new Digimon series from 2021 to present. Holy crap, Toei's been kicking since 1963. Jesus Christ.
Wait, Toei's that old?
Yeah, its first series was Ukami Shonen Ken, which production started in 1963. That was their debut animation.
Shout out to the GOAT, I guess.
Yeah, I think they're the longest running animator.
That's insane.
A lot of these you won't find anywhere though.
Wait, hold on. I went to Wikipedia.
That's what I'm on.
The studio was founded by animators Kenzo Masaoka and Zenjiro Yamamoto in 1948. What?
Their debut series was well, they might have started working on it because it took a lot longer to animate stuff back then.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I know I have a 50-year anniversary shirt for freaking Toei. Or that might be a longer anniversary shirt. I don't know now. But I'm trying to see what is still presently being worked. Or like ended recently. Oh wow, they did Digimon. They did the original Digimon Adventure.
That's
and
cool.
Digimon Adventure 2. And so Toei has been the one to do every Digimon. Holy crap, I did not know that. Toei did Bobo 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 Bo.
That's a funny one.
Wow. I'm learning a lot about Toei right now.
So say they're the
They did Powerpuff Girls.
They're the OG.
They did.
It's something like they're the GOAT. They're just the OG.
They did Powerpuff Girls in 06 and 07.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap. Alright, now World Trigger. They ended production in 2022. Even though it's probably they're either already in production again for the next one for World Trigger, because I think the manga is still going on. Super, I know they're back in production for that as well. They did Sailor Moon. Oh, that's right. They did do Sailor Moon. They did the original Sailor Moon, and they did Sailor Moon Crystal. So they're doing the 2 Sailor Moon Crystal final movies. The 2 movies that adaptate the last arc. They both come out this year, I believe. Oh,
there's so many movies. I'm down in the theatrical films, and oh my god, they have
Healing
a lot.
Good, Pretty Cure, another Magical Girl one. The Digimon Adventure reboot, the 2020 version, which I still need to watch that one. Dragon Quest: The Adventures of Dai. Of course they're gonna do that. It's
Akira Toriyama.
Yeah. No. He
didn't draw that?
It's inspired by Toriyama. It's written by Riku Sanjo and illustrated by Konji Inada.
So they've just gotten good at mimicking his style then, because he does draw Dragon Quest. I know that.
I think they were assistants on the original Dragon Ball with him.
That must be it.
Because this one started in '89.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right. That's a while ago.
But it didn't get an anime until friggin' 2020. We already mentioned Digimon Duos game. Delicious Party, Pretty Cure, another Magical Girl one. It just ended in January. Scoring Sky, Pretty Cure, the next season of Delicious Party. Which started
Well, it's really
February.
they're all under the Pretty Cure name.
Yeah. And of course, yeah, it's superheroes they were working on. Wow, episode of Skypiea came out in 2018. An episode of East Blue movie came out in 2017. Wow. That's a lot later. Entertainer, anime director, the Genin anime, which came out June 11th last year. It was co-produced with Orange. Orange is the studio that's doing Trigun Stampede, and it's so good. Almost done. Alright. So yeah, we have Pretty Cure movies.
Wait, there's movies on top of the seasons?
Star Twinkle Pretty Cure the movie. These Feelings with the Song of Stars. Pretty Cure Miracle Leap, A Wonderful Day with Everyone.
Oh boy.
Healing Good, Pretty Cure the movie. Go Go, Big Transformation to Town of Dreams. Tropical Rogue, Pretty Cure the movie. Petite Dive, collaboration dance party. Tropical Road, Pretty Cure the movie. The Snow Princess and the Miraculous Ring.
They made
And that is
so
just,
many movies.
That is just for 2020 to 2022.
Jeez. Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Cosmos the movie. It's going to be a 2-part feature coming out in the Q3 of 2023.
Oh yeah,
Season
there's
5
that
of
one.
Sailor Moon Crystal. Oh my god.
Yeah, the 2. I knew about the Sailor Moon Crystal ones. The first Slam Dunk, which is a Slam Dunk remake. They did Slam Dunk too. How did I completely gloss over that one? But yeah, you have Dragon Ball Superhero, which was a great movie. One Piece Film Red, awesome movie. Toei's highest grossing film is One Piece Film Red. Wow. Okay. They did the Transformers Scramble City movie in '86. Holy crap, I remember watching that as a kid. Same with Transformers Zone. Holy crap.
They have animated I'm pretty sure, every single Dragon Ball video game.
Yes, everything Dragon Ball, every type of animation for Dragon Ball has been done by Toei. And that is the same with One Piece. Because even on One Piece Odyssey, when you load in the game, it says in association with Toei. They did the H.P. Lovecraft movie in '07. The Dunwich Horror and Other Stories. They did Saint Seiya.
Interesting.
Akuma Kun. Oh, that's a horror one. Yeah, video games, all the Dragon Balls, all the One Piece ones. The Digimon Survive game, I still need to buy that. I've heard it's a lot better than the World Order Digimon game, which they actually didn't work on. Wow. That's weird. They haven't developed a game, though, since 2014, though. They commissioned Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends in 82, and the Spider-Man of 1981, and Pink Panther from 1981.
Wow.
They did Voltron Season 3.
Voltron Fleet of Doom.
They did Turtles in 87 to 89. They did Hello Kitty in 87. The Flintstone Kids, the G.I. Joe movie, the Jetson, My Little Pony, the Smurfs, X-Men, Pride of the X-Men, Superman is on here, Ghostbusters, Dennis the Menace.
They kind of stopped up to the 90s,
who remembers Dennis the Menace?
Dennis the Menace is amazing.
Yeah, Toei was part of that as well.
That nothing from 1989. They did nothing until 2010.
Wow. The more you know, Toei has been part of our childhoods for longer than we thought.
So we're just gonna label them as the Goat Studio for that.
Okay, yeah, we can do that now. We can
I thought that
now.
was
That's
already
accurate.
clear that they were the Goat Studio, and Perry Out was like second. With,
with
Mappa right there. And if Madhouse would figure out how to do second seasons, Madhouse would be up there. Because, I mean, Madhouse gave us Hellsing Ultimate.
Way to take a dig at Madhouse.
I mean, look what... Madhouse sucks at season 2s.
That's true.
One
That is
Punch
actually
Man
100% true.
had to go to a different studio. No Game, No Life. We still have yet to get a season 2 for.
I should do that, though. It was so good.
I've been passing up on buying the light novels every time I'm at the store. I want to know the story more. I love No Game, No Life. That's definitely a top 50 for me. And it's not even for what a lot of people like No Game, No Life for. A lot of people like it because it's just like, oh, it's an isekai with games. Cool. I look at it for the freaking the mental game that freaking Sora's always playing.
No, I love that too. I don't even like. I mean, I like it because it's games and stuff, and it's an isekai. But I like it more because it's like he's just messing with his opponents. He's just that good at playing games.
Oh, what the hell is the name of that Angel Race girl in the library?
Oh, that's a good question.
I can't remember her name for the life of me. It's a wonky name. But his match with her.
Ah, yes, when he summoned the nuke. That was funny.
Yeah.
Jabril.
Jabril, that was her name. And it's spelled with a G. It's like Gilbral.
No, that's a J. Jibril.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, in the sub, it puts the subtitle with a G.
And they're wrong.
Well, blame the subtitlers, because I've watched it in both sub and dub, because I've watched it I don't know how many times.
Yeah, I will. They're just wrong. It's on Hulu. I'm gonna add it to the watch list now.
Yeah, the movie's also on Hulu. No Game, No Life 0. Watch that before No Game, No Life, because that's actually the how the world... It shows what the world was before Tet took over.
I've watched No Game No Life, and I've seen a little bit of the movie.
Yeah.
I've not watched a lot of the movie, though.
Basically, everyone was so mad at the movie because when they announced the movie was coming out, everyone's like, finally, a continuation of the series, and then it's a prequel.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on Hulu. I saw it on there last night scrolling through. It's weird. So Hulu, you'll have a movie in your list, but it won't let you watch it. Because I was trying to watch a movie last night, and like 5 of the movies I tried to watch, it wouldn't let me watch. So I was like, all right, screw this. I'm going over to Netflix.
So how on earth do I get to the movie then? I looked it up by name, and it's not there. Maybe it's just... Gotta scroll some more, I guess, maybe, I don't know.
Go under No Game, No Life, and go under, related or whatever. Because I saw it on my list.
I have episodes you may also like in details.
Yeah,
I click on No Game No
you
Life.
may also like. It's not showing up on mine. That's weird.
Don't have removed it, please.
Oh, let me check my stuff because it might be one of those ones where it's like, oh yeah, it's still showing in my list, but they removed it. Yeah, because there it is. No Game, No Life 0. It's spelled out 0. It's not. Yeah, they removed it.
That's so lame.
It's weird because it's literally on my list. Like,
Man, whatever.
it should be on Crunchyroll though.
Well, I hope it is now. Oh, yay. There was an issue connecting. Time to relog in.
Nope, No Guns, No Life. That's another one I gotta watch. So it is not on
What the
Crunchy.
heck?
The series itself isn't even on Crunchy.
I think they must have moved that over to Hulu then.
No, because I would have seen something about Disney getting the licensing.
Oh, that's true.
Because I do keep
Well,
up
I
on a
looked
lot
up
of
No
that.
Game No Life, and it popped up Hulu and whatchamacallit, Hulu and Amazon. So I don't know.
It's not on Funimation. I'm just checking every streaming platform at this point. I do know I first watched it on Netflix.
Oh, I believe High Dive has claimed it.
Oh, yes, it is on High Dive. I remember
And
now. I
High
saw it on
Dive has
there.
claimed the movie as well.
Well, they didn't claim the full series because you can still watch the series on Hulu. They have
Yeah, but I
full
meant-
streaming rights. They have exclusive streaming rights for the movie. I do remember I did put it on my... Yep. It's in my queue on High Dive,
Time to log back into High Dive and
I think. No, it's actually not on my queue. But then again... yeah, it shows up in the search bar. Yep, it's on here. And yeah, it got removed from my queue. Weird.
there we go. Fix that. Hooray! I get to watch that. I've been meaning to watch that.
It's really good. Back to the vote.
Nah, this is unimportant, clearly. We've moved on.
JJK versus One Piece.
Oh yeah, that thing.
I'm voting for JJK.
What?
Yeah, I know. Threw a curveball at you.
Oh god.
I'm not gonna lie, I really do like One Piece, but just because I have not watched enough of it, I can't give it a vote over JJK.
You've gotten to the Marineford, right?
I've gotten to Sabaody. I have not watched much past that, honestly.
But you know stuff
just because-
from Marineford and Whole Cake.
Yes. And I know, you're questioning, where is this guy?
JJK
You're
over
questioning,
that.
what's wrong with this guy? And it's just because I like it a lot.
Bro, the Mary.
I like the power. Stop.
The
Stop
Mary.
I like the powers of JJK, and I
Don't-
think at some points, I think in One Piece, some of them get a little ridiculous.
Okay, if you're talking about the jacket fruit, yeah, it's ridiculous. I completely
No, I
agree.
mean, there's just, I don't even know which ones I think are ridiculous, which ones aren't. I just think some are a little goofy.
Oh, of course, that was Oda's whole thing. Like, the devil fruits were there to make it a little goofy. Like, certain devil fruits are purposely there to make it goofy. Like, he still
Well, no, I
wants
know
it to
that.
be a
It's
funny
just-
story. That's why he's able to, and he does it so masterfully. Like, he's able to put so much comedy into such serious moments, and it works. In other shows, it wouldn't work.
You see, this is why I threw a curveball at you.
I do like the power system in JJK, though. It is a good power system. It's definitely a better power system than the devil fruit power system. But the H word power system in One Piece is 10 times better. And that's probably a hot take because I know a lot of people have problems with the H power system. And I'm saying that.
Why, honestly.
I'm saying that because there are people in here who don't know what that is yet.
I don't know why they have problems with it. I think it's cool.
They have problems because like some of the feats that happen with certain characters, it's like that doesn't make sense. And they think it's a huge like what's the word? Not a retcon, but the other word.
I don't know.
But it's like Oda threw it in there because of like Logia powers.
No, it would be like a cop out basically.
Yeah, a cop out. And it's like no, like Oda's always had this planned. But you're seeing the story through Luffy's eyes, so you didn't know about it until a certain someone.
Oh, we lost somebody.
Did we?
We lost Sage.
Oh no, Sage DC'd.
He's back.
Hey, he's
sorry.
back. Were you having
Discord keeps wanting to close out on me. Sorry.
So we got one vote JJK by Tony. Which
Curveball. I did it for the curveball. I also did it.
I swear,
my
if your
opinion,
curveball makes One Piece lose, I'm gonna be so mad.
Sorry, I'm
It
gonna have
probably
to
is because I'm voting JJK.
See, I love both these animes, but I've only seen the one season of JJK season that's out and the movie that's out.
That's all.
Both
Yeah, that's all that's
fantastic.
out for the anime.
But I've gone through 110 episodes of One Piece and just compared so far. One Piece got it for me.
All right, Taco.
He's buckling. I can hear it in his voice. He's buckling.
I've never had this much power before.
This is what I was scared of going into this. Was like One Piece. One Piece was the one. One Piece losing was the one I was most scared of.
Yeah.
And it makes
What's the-
and I already know what the next match is gonna be, and I'm not looking forward to that.
I'm sorry. I'm going JJK.
Oh,
I'm seeing what you do with One Piece.
Oh, that hurts. That
I'm
hurts.
sorry.
Bye number
One Piece is a
two.
great.
I'm literally wearing my One Piece hat and my film red
Bye.
shirt.
like, One Piece is so good, but I've seen more of Jujutsu
You know
versus One Piece.
I'm not mad at your vote because you don't know about the Mary. You don't know about
You
whole
are
cake.
mad about my vote though.
I am mad about Tony's vote because he does know about the Mary and he does know about whole cake
But we all know.
and he does know Ennie's lobby.
But remember, we all know the entire budget of Jujutsu Kaisen was spent on Gojo's eyes. That we all do know.
Yes.
One thing I do like
That's
what Gege did in JJK before we move on is for your power to be stronger, you have to explain it to your opponent. Like that's an actual mechanic of the power system. So instead of them just going off on a rant like in other series, they go into a rant describing their power. You actually need to use it effectively in JJK. It's such a nice like plot detail that he does to make it make sense for people rambling about what their power does. I do give JJK
Plus,
that.
It's good because then the viewer knows about what the power does.
Yeah, and it's part of them activating their power and using it to its full extent. That's one thing I do like about the power system in JJK. And it is the only other series other than Bleach where saying the name of your technique makes it stronger. Because Hunter x Hunter, One Piece, all these other series where people call out the name of their techniques, it doesn't make them stronger. But Bleach, it is like, that is the cornerstone of your power. Like, if you do not say the name, you are not using it. And it's kind of a similarity in JJK. And in match 8, we have Bleach versus JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
So I see we all voted JJK up to get it killed anyway. That's a...
I feel like just for fun, we should get rid of his 1 and 2 just for fun.
Wow.
It's gonna hurt me to do that.
Wow. JoJo's is great, but not that great.
It would kill me to do that. I can't. I don't know if I could do that.
I like how parts 1 through 8 are on this image for JoJo's, even though part 6 is still being serialized in English. It's funny.
Yeah, the animes.
I think the part 6 anime is going to be done before the part 6 manga is done. And it's funny because part 1 started in like 78. And what, Tony, you said part 9 just recently concluded in Japan?
Yeah, we're on part 10 now.
Wow. Araki's crazy, bro.
Araki forgot, that's why.
Wow. The freaking... My favorite JoJo star is definitely
started
Joseph.
in 87. JoJolion,
87.
part 9, ended in 2021.
Wow. But in English, Jolene's part 6 is still going on.
Oh, hold on. Apparently I'm off by 1. Apparently we just finished part 8 and part 9 just started. What the heck?
Wait, really?
Apparently I've miscounted. Okay.
Well, then he announced that he's doing 10 parts then. Because there's 10 parts on Mao.
Interesting.
Wow.
So yeah, Steel Ball Run, part 7, from 2004 to 2011. Part 8, JoJolion, 2011 to 2021.
Wait, Steel Ball Run is part 6.
Stone Ocean is part 6.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it is Stone Ocean.
Which he took 3 years to write that.
Well, he only took like a year to write part 1.
Part 1, yeah, 1987 and 88. Part 2, 88 to 89. Part 3, 89 to 92. Part 4, 92 to 95. Part 5, 95 to 99.
Part 3 is the only one to get serialized in the paperback in America. They got a paperback serialization in the late 90s. All the other parts 1, 2, 4, and 5 didn't get serialization until the anime started in 2012. And apparently part 3 did have a 90s anime.
It did. And it was a lot more brutal. I've actually watched the
I've read the entirety
final fight.
I've read the entirety of part 3, and I do remember people saying it's gruesome, and I'm like, where? I don't know if my brain's numb from Berserk, but where? And this is actually another one that has the advanced. It's the only one currently in publication that still has the advance on it.
Wow. Araki forgot to remove it. Listen to Taco. Do I vote against Bleach to try and remove it from its top pedestal at number 1? Or do I vote for JoJo?
Well, see, it's kind of hard for me because my top 1 or my number 1 is the same as him.
Exactly.
So,
no, we have the same problem. I really don't know if I could do that.
Also, at the same time, Bleach has won how many times in the past 4 weeks? Twice, and then came in the finals
3 times.
Well, remember, this isn't going. This is a special. This isn't gonna be in the season.
That's true.
So.
JoJo's might sneak a win.
To Your Eternity already made me hurt
I
today,
would-
and then you guys
I
made me
would
hurt
not-
with voting off One Piece. Are you gonna make me hurt even more?
I would not let JoJo's win by a mile. All right.
Why?
But
Because you
I
think
can already
Iraqi's
tell you
gonna
this:
forget?
JJK is gonna throw JoJo's out the window.
Absolutely, I would. We would vote it up just to kill it next round.
See, now we're getting it.
All right, so
Like a slaughter with JJK, right? No, I'm kidding.
And it's funny because 2 times Bleach was in the finals, it was up against One Piece. It beat Boa, and then Shanks beat Renji. I just realized that.
It's quite ironic.
Someone else needs to start the ball. I'm not doing it.
All right, I'm going Bleach.
Oh, thank God. Whew. Wait for a second there.
Oh, I'm actually go with Bleach as well.
This might be the first 4-0 we have in the bracket here this week because I'm also voting Bleach.
Bleach, and I don't think
Pity vote.
King of Pities
vote.
is gonna pity this time.
no,
Damn.
Bleach wins 4-0.
Thank God.
I can't believe.
I could not.
I can't believe.
We do. That's a second curveball. Second curveball.
Wow, I can't believe One Piece.
That
is
one,
gone.
we call that one the
Almost gave him a
screwball.
heart attack.
So we hit him with a curveball last round. Today we hit him. This round we hit him with a screwball. He's never let your enemy know the next move. So we got going on now.
Just updating the bracket.
I feel like every time we have this the bracket update in progress thing, we should just throw in the Burger King commercial.
Hey, Cope, I just realized something.
What?
Oh, once I can get my computer to freaking respond properly. Stop expanding this. I don't want it expanded. Oh my God, computer. What is going on with you right now? I gotta restart my computer after the stream. Thank you. Alright, I have 16 on that. You're missing a round.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I was like, wait a minute. I know Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is on my top 16. Where's it at? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Fire Force are missing.
I'm actually
Hey,
shocked
guess what?
those both made your top 16.
okay.
So
Whenever I was rearranging, I forgot to put them back in.
Fire!
I was wondering, like, I'm going here thinking, I was thinking it was Bleach versus Full Metal Alchemist because I completely forgot about
That's
JoJo's
what
for
it-
some reason.
That's what it was at first.
And holy crap. No, it's actually Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood versus Fire Force is going to be our true match 8, which I'm just throwing the slide together quickly, so it's not going to have the verses, it's not going to have the numbers or the titles underneath it, but the 2 images I have do have the titles on it. Granted, the one is in Japanese. But it's gonna be
Yeah,
a
that
makeshift
was,
it's gonna be a makeshift slide.
I already know my vote for this.
I can read it. It says Fire Force or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I already know.
So Fire Force, which is my number 6, versus Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, my number 9.
Hmm.
I'm actually surprised you have Full Metal Alchemist that low and Fire Force that high.
So I'm fully caught up with the manga of Fire Force, and
Okay.
I sent Tony a couple videos of some panels, non-spoiler panels, of course, but
They look so good.
it is insane. Like Okubo is the only one who can pull off three double page spreads in a row of just blackness.
Oh, that one was so good.
Like just straight
Say.
black, just straight black double page spreads. Nothing else but black. 3 double pages in a row.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that normally when I rank Fire Force, I include Soul Eater and Soul Eater Not, because they're all written by the same creator. And Fire Force, this was revealed in season 2, like towards the end of season 2, is actually a prequel to Soul Eater. Like,
Really?
the events of Fire Force, what's going to happen in volume 34, the ending of it, I don't know what happens yet. But the events of Fire Force lead up to the reason the world is the way it is in Soul Eater.
That's
That's
actually
actually-
really cool.
And I'm collecting the perfect editions of Soul Eater, the hardcover ones. And only about 55 chapters are adapted into the hardcover so far. There's still a lot left. But I just got to the point where the anime diverges from the manga. And like Ebion, he gets teased in the Soul Eater anime during the 800 Years Past arc when they go get Brew. He's actually in current day in the manga of Soul Eater.
That's actually pretty cool.
And we get to see Mosquito. The youngest we ever got to see Mosquito in the anime was his 200 years past form. We get to see his form from 400 years in the past in the manga. So, and I showed Tony another panel like of Arthur, who wields Excalibur, and this Excalibur is the same Excalibur from Soul Eater, the annoying one. So we know why Excalibur is annoying as he is in Soul Eater, because he had Arthur. But the amount of
That's
gore,
actually so cool that they connected that.
the amount of gore that was in this new volume of Fire Force was insane. Like there's a point
Same.
where Arthur has holes in his chest.
So I finished both seasons of Fire Force. That's why it was kind of like still kind of like shocking when you had it that high, but after you explained it, I get it.
Yeah, like the stuff that's going to be coming out for, because I know season 3 hasn't been officially announced yet,
Which is nuts.
but voice actors have leaked that it is in the works.
Good. Finally.
So, because Shinra's dub voice actor leaked it in a TikTok live stream.
Good.
'Cause
Finally.
someone asked him, "Is Fire Force season 3 coming out?" And he goes, "Huh? Just wait and see."
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, that's a yeah. But I can't say
Plus,
Fire Force, like in the anime, has some of the best sound effects I've ever heard.
Crimson Moon.
We have to say Benny Maru.
Oh,
Benny
I'm
Maru.
lagging.
There's a reason I put him up for Senseis for next week.
Oh my god, the sound.
Oh my god. And the cliffhanger that volume 31 leaves us on deals with Benny Maru.
So that guy's great.
Oh my god, he's amazing. But when I first went into Fire Force, I was like, okay, it's a firefighter anime. I did not expect what I was going to get in Fire Force.
Not in the slightest. I thought like, okay, firefighters, they fire.
Yeah.
Nope, you have these fire demons they're fighting. I'm like, oh, okay, this is not what I thought.
It's not. Full Metal Alchemist, even though it's so close to being off of my top 10, I don't think it'll ever leave the top 10. Mainly
No,
because
it's
it's
that
such an amazing complete story.
It's
And
that good.
the fact that it actually deals with racial problems on a... It deals with racial problems on a larger scale than One Piece does. Which is nuts, because that's a huge thing for 2 arcs in freaking One Piece. Arlong Park and Fishman Island. And it's an entire side plot, too. But, like, the Ishvalans being representative of African Americans and Middle Easterns. Elric, the Elric brothers race being... I can't remember what the kingdom's called for some reason. They're representative of Germans, mainly because of the Fuhrer and all that. And then you have the Chinese with Jing, and then the old one that got destroyed, I believe, was Egyptian.
Why did the Egyptians never get why do they never live?
Hey, they live in Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's not the same.
Are you sure?
Blame the Egyptian gods.
Merrick is literally of Egyptian nobility descent.
That's true.
Same with his sister.
Say Merrick, Odeon.
But weren't they sealed away or something like that?
Yeah, they live underground.
That doesn't count.
No, they I mean, their homes were like underground type things, but they went out and went to markets and stuff. Like, they weren't a completely hidden family.
All right. Okay, but total, how many Egyptians live in Yu-Gi-Oh that aren't from the past?
All the ones in that market are Egyptian.
All right, fair point.
Well,
JoJo's, there's a fuck ton of magicians in part 3, or not magicians, Egyptians in part 3 of JoJo's.
Well, it's not like we go to Egypt.
That part of Yu-Gi-Oh takes place in Egypt.
I meant, when I say Egyptians, I mean, the super powerful, old, pharaohs and all that stuff.
Well, yeah, because I don't think there's a freaking manga that actually does ancient Egypt.
And that's a shame, because ancient Egypt is cool.
I mean, there might be. It's just not something I've seen.
Hold on. Isn't that Magi?
I don't think Magi... It's on my list. I haven't watched it yet. But I don't think... What culture is Magi based on?
Because, okay, no, maybe not, because it is Middle Eastern, because I see Aladdin.
Iranians.
Iranian, yeah, Middle Eastern then, okay.
Yeah. So it's basically like the Middle Eastern Empire, the Byzantine Empire, stuff like that.
Okay.
Which both of those empires did go into Egypt.
Yeah.
Just not down to Giza type area, like Alexandria type area.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, not to cut you off. Sage's Discord dropped again. He's gonna try to fight with it, but
yeah,
I figured I'd let you guys know.
Oh no, this is not good. We can't go in with only 3 people into round 2.
Well,
with almost. Oh my god, we have to speed run this. We're all running out of time here.
Holy crap!
All right, I'm voting Fire Force.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Cope, you're the decider. Full Metal.
No!
Because I don't think we're getting Sage back just yet.
Sage said if you wanted to know his vote, it was going to be Fire Force.
It was going to be Fire Force?
Yeah.
We have to roll the dice then.
Oh boy. First time the dice gets broken out tonight.
Dice roll.
Holy crap. I gotta find the freaking app again now.
He's inhaling his vape with much enthusiasm and anticipation.
Alright. Evens.
I was hoping Full Metal.
Odds are gonna be...
Then they would go up against Bleach.
Odds, Fire Force, evens, Full Metal. And it's Full Metal. We got a 2.
Alright. Okay. I can take that. RNG was not in my favor, but it's okay.
We take those.
Nice.
Now we can get the official round 2 done.
I see. We spent an hour and 45 minutes talking about random topics in round 1.
I mean, that tends to happen with us. Hence why
That
we
does
call
tend
it
to happen.
the madness.
Hey, I could still throw in Sage's vote through me.
That's
If you
true.
want
We
me
can
to.
do that. Yeah.
That's cool.
All right, cool.
Alright, so Code Geass won the first match. Cope, are you on here too right now?
Huh?
Or is that just your bookmark?
Oh, I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I see your little bubble.
I still have my tab open. Do you want me to exit out of my tab?
No, it's not harming anything, but that could be what's causing the lag.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here. I'll just...
Because I should have full permissions.
All is lost. There we go.
I should have full
Just
permissions.
exit it out of the tab.
Oh,
You do.
what the? Ah! Okay. What the?
Here we are seeing the problems of Google.
Cope, go back into the cab.
Technical difficulties. Insert progressive commercial.
This is where you guys go off on a tangent.
I'm still shocked One Piece lost. Honestly. Like, I didn't expect Tony to throw a vote in there for JJK. I thought it was going to be like the lone survivor fighting for him.
No, I love JJK. I just don't like
Dude,
Gojo. That's
great.
pretty much it.
That so shocked me that you don't like Gojo, because I love that guy to death because he's hilarious.
I think he's overrated. It's simply because the thing is,
Okay, never mind.
my
Cope, it's
opinion
working
on
again.
characters is like, okay, if you can have power, don't act arrogant, especially if there are people stronger than you. He doesn't act arrogant. He doesn't act arrogant, but there's no one stronger than him.
That's why it's so funny.
He does act
He
arrogant.
should be arrogant.
I don't know.
He is arrogant as hell.
He doesn't always say like, "Oh, he's the strongest" and all that. It's his personality doesn't scream the better than you, like kneel before me, that kind of arrogance.
He literally does it in the one fight where he's just like,
But he
Yo, I
starts
know.
fucking with Sukuna. Like the first time he meets Sukuna, he's like, I'll show off just because I'm in front
He's
of my student."
playing with him. He's not being. It's
that is arrogance, bro.
He is being arrogant, but it's not like the bow down before me kind of like I'm better than you.
And then there was
I know I'm better than
main
you.
thing
I'm just gonna
when
play
he
with
fought
you.
the special grade in front of Yuji. That's also arrogant as hell.
It's just, it's not the same arrogance in my mind. Like it's like yeah he is better and he's just using it. But I mean like he's arrogant.
He is
He hasn't, but he's not
100%
like
arrogant.
It's like
Character.
it's when he first starts fighting that special grade that calls him out there and he shows him how he can't even touch him like in front of him.
That
Like,
is
that's cocky
that's a
as hell.
flex. That is an Escanor level freaking flex.
Like
That's
it's like
true.
Esper, like that was nuts.
Like that is anything Escanor does is a flex and arrogant.
Yes, me and you talked about that.
And
He's a walking flex.
Gojo is literally like a more kiddie version of Escanor.
oh I don't see it. I don't see that at all.
Gojo is just more kid friendly Kakashi.
There we go. That's the comparison.
Even though Gojo is closer to a seinen character than Kakashi ever will be.
Oh, 100%. He's just his long lost adopted brother.
All right.
I had good parents. Don't forget that. Had
Next
good parents.
round is our Code Geass versus To Your Eternity.
Oh.
Once
I'm gonna do
again,
my vote quick. I'm going with Lelouch. I'm going with Code.
going with Lelouch. So if you know the entirety, all 52 episodes, I think it is, of Code Geass,
I do.
there are very sad moments.
Oh, 100%.
Do those sad moments stack up to Your Eternity?
I've never watched that show. So
I'm gonna tell you, they don't.
I believe you. You told me that show would have to give you therapy.
Like, Taco, you're caught up with the My Hero manga.
100%, and that has given me about 7 heart attacks in about 3 weeks.
Those chapters that I talk about all the time where I had to stop and put it down, To Your Eternity hits worse than those. And it doesn't take 300 it doesn't take 300 chapters to build up to it. It happens in the first goddamn episode.
Fair enough.
But with that said, that sadness hooked me. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I go towards these traumatic freaking shows.
Masochism.
I am not a masochist. I am not a masochist.
Oh, everyone claims that. Why do you keep going back? It's because you enjoy it.
That's the whole therapy part.
But, like, Berserk has a reason. Berserk's story is awesome.
Absolutely, yeah.
So far, the plot in To Your Eternity is awesome. These romance ones, though, that make me sad as hell, you might have a point with those ones.
Also, the Sage's vote goes to Code Geass.
Sage's goes to Code Geass? Because, Tony, remember when I texted you when I finally got the second box set of Quintessential Quintuplets in?
Yes.
And you asked me who my favorite was?
Yes.
Let's just say I was crying in the theater watching the movie because my favorite didn't get picked.
Oh, no, come on.
I was crying in the movie theater because my favorite didn't get picked.
I still have to watch the movie. I can't wait for it to come out on streaming services.
Have fun waiting a year.
We'll be here.
I think it's still in theaters.
It might be.
It's at certain AMC locations.
Yeah.
Actually, no. That came out in freaking December. That's not in theaters anymore.
Oh, never mind.
There's no way it got the revenue that One Piece did to stay in theaters.
I'm giving it late March or late April for streaming.
Possibly. I mean, One Piece came out in November in the US and it's still not in theaters or in streaming. And came out in August in Japan.
We could probably bump that back then. Probably be like late May.
I'm saying it's probably going to be about a year. About a year before it's on streaming. And then like another 6 months to a year for it being on DVD. Which once it's on DVD, I'm probably buying it. One Piece, that is. The film Red.
Yeah.
Just so I can put it up with the film Red light novel I have that's all in kanji.
I'm going to vote for To Your Eternity.
Alright, and now we just need Copes.
I'm voting Code.
And Code Geass beats out To Your Eternity. So the number 8 beats out the... That's the wrong button.
Code Geass is a very good show.
It is. I do thoroughly enjoy Code Geass. So yeah, Code Geass knocks off the 15 seed. And we got the number 3 seed versus the number 16 seed with Berserk versus Claymore.
Well, this is
The most similar series.
Literally, so I told Tony this before. Claymore was directly inspired by Berserk. It is literally a female version of Berserk with, of course, different plot changes and all that.
So you can say they ripped off Berserk, but they changed the plot?
No. It's an inspiration. It's like how Demon Slayer is inspired heavily on Bleach. And even Black Clover has Bleach inspirations. I mean, just look at the captain of the Green Praying Mantises in Black Clover. And then go look up a picture of Noritora, the 5th Espada from Bleach, and tell me they weren't inspired.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Bleach has done more inspiration for newer gen anime than One Piece and Naruto.
100%.
But
you could say like the big influencers between like all those like big 3 wise and Dragon Ball obviously it's not big 3.
Luffy was designed
limbs.
off of Goku.
Exactly. So you can go like Dragon Ball inspired One Piece and Naruto and possibly Bleach, and then Bleach did it for this generation with
Yeah.
Black Clover and not Jujutsu, but
No, Jujutsu
Demon
Kaisen
Slayer.
has more inspirations from Naruto.
100%.
My Hero has more from Naruto. Bleach
For sure.
inspires Black Clover and Demon Slayer. Fairy Tail loosely. Well, no, never mind. Fairy Tail hasn't had much inspiration for newer ones. I was gonna say Fire Force, and I was like, wait. Okubo was writing and doing manga during the time of the Big Three as well. He had Soul Eater.
Which I have to watch that now since it connects with Fire
And
Force.
to a lot of people say like, if Bleach wasn't in the Big Three, it'd be Dragon Ball. It's like, no, Dragon Ball was out of serialization. It wasn't going on. The fourth
That's
place,
why it's like,
fourth place in sales at the time was Fairy Tail.
which is very good.
Now, Fairy Tail was a Konanasha, not a Shueisha. Fourth place for Shueisha was probably Death Note.
Another good show.
Oh my god. Instead of Bleach being in the big three, imagine Death Note. Oh my god.
Because Full Metal was Square Enix. Fairy Tail was Konanasha. I'm trying to think of all these early 2000 ones.
Bro, I cannot imagine just seeing Light instead of
Light instead of
Ichigo. Because like you got like Naruto, Luffy, and Light just chilling there. I'm like, no, you don't fit together. You don't belong together.
One of these things just doesn't
No,
belong
and that's
here.
the cool thing so the reason why there hasn't been another Big Three is because that was a term coined by Shueisha.
Yeah.
And the reason people disagree with the Fairy Tail one so much is because of the Kodansha, not Shueisha. But even Shueisha, I remember them making a post, like, they were defending Bleach at one point. Like, I think it was right before the Thousand Year Blood War got announced. And they're like, no, Fairy Tail would be Big Three. So it's like, okay, Shueisha actually acknowledges manga sales as a whole, not just from their publishing company.
Yeah.
So, with that said, yes, Claymore was inspired by Berserk. Claire, the main character of Claymore, is a female version of Guts. And
Pretty much.
Tony can confirm that with Claire's backstory.
Yes, pretty much. I mean, not nearly as sad and tragic as Guts's, but
No, it's
pretty darn sad.
I mean, it's a shonen advance. It's not going to be as gruesome as one of the highest rated seinens, if not
But
the
still-
highest rated seinen.
Still really sad though.
It was, dude. That part broke me.
Bro, it's so sad. But my vote's going to Berserk.
I had a feeling you were going to vote Berserk over Claymore.
It's only... I can't say it's only because Claymore's really good, but it's just... I know more about
'Cause
Guts and what he's gone through.
Another
so.
thing with these two series is they've both been screwed over with their adaptations. Now,
That's true.
Berserk's adaptation has been mostly faithful. The only thing that they skimped out on is Guts' childhood, which we get in dream glimpses throughout.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm pretty sure Berserk's animes have always been really good with the story, like being faithful to what's produced in the manga.
Because even
It's just the animation sucks.
the '97
The
version,
animation's pretty weird.
So, I don't really mind the
Well,
CGI. The CGI with the amount of
No.
shit that's going on in Berserk, it works.
Absolutely.
I agree.
But you don't get that. Like, this is a colored image from a manga panel that's on the screen. You can see the darkness and the shading and the expression on his face. You can't get that darkness and shading with the CGI because the CGI characters are so bright. And
Yeah.
you
Yep,
see that
it's just-
you see that in the new Trigun Stampede, how bright the characters are compared to everything else. And even in the recent One Piece episodes, they've been using CGI for certain characters because of how massive and complex the characters are. They've been using CGI for those, and you can tell the difference between the 2D version because they go back and forth between CGI and a normal animation for these characters. You can see the shading difference and see how brightly the CGI stands out. In the 97 version, it's a lot more like still shot type for Berserk, but you can see the shading, the detail, the grotesqueness of the face. But even in the 97 version, they don't do Guts' childhood.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because honestly, his childhood really
really sets up to how his character acts in the first episode. How the one guy bumps his shoulder and he freaks out. The one guy grabs him and he yells, "Don't touch me." Like, it sets that up very well of why he is like that.
Oh, yeah.
But and then Claymore got dogged on its anime with the whole skipping
time skip,
skipping
the
time skip, and all the character development.
It's just I couldn't. If I didn't know that and I watched it, I would have been like, "This is Studio Trigger level bad story."
I think it's Madhouse that did Claymore.
But you know what I mean? How like Studio Trigger just kind of like does stupid things with its animation and like its decision with storytelling that just kind of like makes it.
Trigger has redeemed themselves recently. They are the ones who did Edge Runners.
That's good then. Okay.
They redeemed themselves. It was Madhouse that did Claymore. Now, if you watch Claymore before you read it,
that's a huge mistake.
It's not bad. I almost suggest that to people because then you don't get when you watch it. Because I still suggest watching it because it's really cool seeing these characters come to life. But when you read it, then watch it, you get that disappointment of all that character development gone.
Yeah.
But if you watch it, then read it, it's like, oh, this is like a new story. This is awesome. You don't get that disappointment feel.
Mm-hmm.
But you do get the sensation and the craving of like, I want to see this time skip animated.
You want to see how the character.
Even though powerful. We will never get it because Madhouse was the ones that animated it.
Yeah.
Unless another studio picks up the rights. Which honestly, with the way Madhouse animated it, Periot would be a good studio to pick it up.
Probably, honestly.
Like the way the character models and everything is in the animation, it is very similar. Like early 2000s Madhouse was very similar to Periot. But yeah, Claire is a female version of Guts who has not gone through as much as Guts has.
Still rather traumatic what she's gone through, though.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, none of us here would want to go through that stuff. I don't think any of us here would be able to continue living going through what Claire went through.
Absolutely not.
Even the shit that Rocky goes through and is currently going through, where you're at.
Honestly, I don't know. I saw him post time skip. And it doesn't seem like it's that bad.
Oh,
but I don't know the full. I don't know the full thing he's going through right now.
You don't know the full story with Rocky right now post time skip because I think it's only a 2-year time skip, right?
7-year time skip.
7-year, holy crap! Rocky's like 23 now. Then.
And he's rather old, yeah.
Yeah, he's in his 20s.
But, oh my god! I gotta tell you, huge glow up. Honestly, man went from like annoying like little brother to you're a man now.
If I remember correctly, Bryce Peppenbrook plays Rocky.
Yo, I have to verify that right now.
I'm pulling up Mal right now.
I like how the first thing is you type in Rocky Claymore. First thing, annoying.
See, I'm pulling up.
It is in. No, it's not. I went to behind the voice actor. English is Todd Habercombe.
I know Bryce plays a character in Claymore.
Todd Habercorn.
It might be Zaki, Rocky's brother.
Yo, the English VA for Ikaku in 1000-Year Blood War is the same as Rocky.
Yeah, I do remember that being the same.
That's wonky.
Let me pull up Bryce again and see, because I'm pretty sure Bryce has a role in Claymore.
It might be.
He does not. I was mistaken.
If he was anybody, he'd be the guy with the glasses and the hat.
He plays Edgar in Code Geass, though.
Cool.
So who was I thinking then? It might have been the guy who played Ikaku, Madarame. Ooh, pardon me. Like, it's so bad that characters who have very little screen time in the anime, because they're more time skip characters, they have manga panels for their character images on Mao. Like Devon.
Oh, but she's so cool.
Hers is a manga panel for her character image because she gets so little screen time in the anime. It's only
That's
the northern.
So sad.
It's only the northern arc.
Wow.
Yeah, the northern arc is the only time she gets screen time in the anime. So like
That's
the last
so
5
sad.
episodes. Same with
She's-
Flora, Eva, Emeretta. Elena has a lot more screen time. Claudia, Cynthia, Dolph.
Oh, yo, I love that guy.
Like
I think he's.
Galetta. Gulk has a lot of screen time. Helen.
Bro, I think all these characters need more screen time.
Oh, Gulk is played by Christopher Sabat.
That's cool.
There's a lot of female characters in Claymore.
Well, so like there are a bunch of female warriors.
Hilda, Irene. Irene is a great character.
Mm-hmm.
Isley, barely any screen time. He's played by John Swayze.
Ooh, it's unfortunate that. Well, I'm gonna say it's unfortunate what happened to him. Where I'm at, I don't like what happened to him.
Oh, just wait. Jean was a great character too. She was so stubborn.
I told you how I dislike Ophelia. Yeah.
Yeah.
It got even worse after knowing what she did to Miria.
What?
I hate.
Hold on, I just got
Ophelia.
the Miria, and Monica Rial plays Miria.
Oh, cool.
If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure she plays Gon. She plays Yona in Yona of the Dawn.
Oh, cool.
Kaede in Ass Class. She plays Nero and Maria Leona in Black Clover.
Cool.
She plays Sue
That's
in freaking My Hero.
Oh boy, not Froppy.
Yeah. She plays Felrier in Code Geass. She plays Mi Fujibakama in Data Live.
Who? Send me that name so I can copy paste this.
She's in all 4 seasons of Data Live.
You have to send me the name. I can't recognize the character based off of just the name. I have to see what they look like. I've watched all 4 seasons.
Mi is her first name. Her last name is freaking rough, though. Fujibakama is her last name.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I fucking recognize you now.
I don't remember. I think she's one of the normal girls in the class.
It's you! It's the one that always says it's so lame.
Oh. She plays
Who
Bulma.
has... That's cool.
So the same place as the person that plays Miria plays Bulma. She also plays Mira Jane and Plu in Fairy Tail. She plays Lyria and Mei Chang in Full Metal. Oh, she plays Karina in Girls und Panzer.
Cool.
Didn't know that. She plays Emeralda in Devils a Part-Timer. Amelia's contact.
Yeah, that's funny.
She plays like 4 different characters in High School DD.
Oh boy.
But her main one is Daniela Gremery, Ria's mother.
Can I tell you, her Japanese voice actor only voiced her and someone else from another show.
Really?
That's it. Yeah, her English voice actor has 2 roles.
Oh, the Shizuka from High School the Dead is played by her.
Oh, cool.
Hoki from IS. Wow. Sayuki from Initial D. She plays Tanya from
That's
Sonya
Tanya?
Eagle. Yeah.
No, you're lying.
She plays
Stop.
She plays Tomoe in the Junji Ito collection and Junji Ito
Oh,
Maniac.
wow.
But yeah, she plays the little girl Tanya. She plays Misaki in Maid Sama.
Oh boy.
In a couple of Cuckoos, she plays Ryutsuku, the main character's mother. She plays Himiko in Kami-sama Kiss. She plays Hitomi in Keijo, bro. She plays Hitomi in Keijo. Did you watch Keijo after it was suggested last semester?
No, but I might check it out.
Dude, it's a top tier sports anime.
What sport is it?
Keijo.
I don't know what that sport is.
That's the name of the sport. You gotta look it up for yourself, buddy.
Oh my god, how do you spell that?
Let me scroll up real quick. Keijo.
Alright, let's see what this sport is. I know exactly what it is now.
See why I wasn't gonna say it?
Yes. Okay,
Oh, she plays Midi in Made in Abyss.
that's cool.
She plays Haruko in Mach and Key. I suggest Mach and Key if you like Infinite Stratos, or what's the other one that's like Infinite Stratos? Oh, Chivalry of a Failed Knight and The Asterisk War. If you like those anime, I suggest Mach and Key, but be prepared because it is way more ecchi than those anime. It's on the level of freezing for the etchiness.
Yikes.
But it's really good. Like, I wish they actually made another season because the plot is kind of just like hung out to dry. Oh my god, she plays the Komodo lady from Future Diary. The big face one that's like heavy set.
Oh my god.
The orphan mother. The orphanage mother. That's what she
Oh
is.
jeez.
She plays Sue in Monster Musume, the slime.
Yeah.
I need to read that. It's never gonna get a sequel.
You think.
It came out in 2015, bro.
You think. Bleach came out earlier and is getting a sequel.
Okay, but Bleach actually had stuff that helped it. Like, it had Brave Souls going on. It had the light novels.
True.
It had a bunch of other things that were going on. Plus, Taikubo was working on another story in the Bleach universe, aka Burn the Witch.
Guess.
Like, Bleach never fully fell off the map. Everyone thinks it did, but it didn't.
Wait, she's Tashigi, Kuina, Karu, Kappa. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the alpaca's name, and Charlotte Compote from One Piece.
Are we looking at the same girl? Oh, I haven't hit O yet.
It's because I'm scrolling through dates as well.
Oh, I'm on
2004.
now. You're probably on her wiki.
I'm on the what do you call it?
IDBM.
Behind the voice actor. Behind the voice actor. It's good.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, with freaking, it's nuts because like when the manga ended in 2016, it was already confirmed that Bleach was getting the 1,000 Year Blood War animated. Like, that's when it was greenlit in 2016. It just wasn't announced until the 20th anniversary.
Okay.
So that they made it a 20th anniversary project, pretty much. but it was green lit when the manga ended. Like I think it was before the manga ended. It was green lit. She plays Maya Ibiki in Evangelion. She plays the teacher Yui Satogu in Are You Online, which is a good one. It's about a girl who gets addicted to an online MMORPG.
Yep.
And they make a computer club just so she can acclimate to society.
Because she thinks she's actually married to the main character.
Oh yeah, that part. I forgot about that plot point.
And it's great though because they actually do go out, and it's great.
It does. Okay, I'm at. Yeah, she plays Tashigi, Charlotte Comput, Karu, Kuina. This is another thing that started the Tashigi Kuina. So Tony, Cope, you both know who Tashigi is, right? Or not Tony.
Maybe...
Taco, I meant. I know you know who Tashigi is.
Well, I might know anyway because of my inability to prevent myself from seeing clips from things I haven't seen yet.
Oh, she gets introduced in Logtown before the Grand Line.
Maybe, I don't know.
She's the captain under Smoker.
Oh, yeah, no, I know her then.
She's the sword collector. A big conspiracy theory going around is that Tashigi is actually Kuena with memory loss. And
yeah, but like,
she has this. She has that. That's what's implemented. That's what's implemented. But Kuena and Tashigi have the same voice actor, I believe, both sub and dub.
Huh. Could be real then.
Yeah.
Valid theory.
That's the big thing. She plays reggae in Ouran High School Host Club. She plays the one mother in Ranking of Kings. She plays Zeshi in Overlord Part 2. She plays Dino in Overlord Part 3.
Man, I can't remember side characters from Overlord. I'm not gonna lie.
She plays Cruel Tempes from Seraph of the End. Those are like minor side characters in Overlord. Like I don't even remember.
That's why I don't remember them.
She plays Mizune in Psychopaths 2. She plays a lot of freaking characters. She plays number 20. The character's name is literally number 20. Holy crap. It's from Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple. She plays June in Food Wars.
No, stop that.
I'm not kidding. She plays June in Food Wars.
Please.
She plays Tsubaki in Soul Eater. I did not know that. She plays Pine Pine in Space Daddy. She plays one of the random neighbors in Spy Family. And she plays Maho in Steins Gate Zero.
Cool.
She plays Tyr in Slime.
Huh.
She plays Rize in Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, I saw that one, yeah.
Kone in Tokyo Revengers, who later evolves into Hishimaru. Not Tokyo Revengers, Tokyo Ravens. Tokyo Ravens was a good one. She plays Tsukino in a Tamagotchi game. She plays Hana in Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out.
Yeah, I did not notice that either. I noticed that one.
She plays Charlotte in Valkyrie Dive. If you enjoy ecchi, watch Valkyrie Dive. Trust me. So, Valkyrie Dive is like Soul Eater, where one person's a Meister and the other person's a weapon. But it's not as simple as just transform into a weapon. No, you gotta make the other chick orgasm for them to transform.
Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's Oh, she plays Melia, or not Melia, Tsushiko in Yu Yu Hakusho.
That's cool.
And she was also staff. She was staff on Claymore and Ouran High School Host Club.
Ooh.
She said Valina Gremery's Japanese voice actor only plays like 2 characters. She does not. She has like 60 characters on here.
No, that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about the other girl, the one from Data Live.
Oh, okay. So you said it when I was talking about Gremery.
Yeah, my bad.
All right, back on topic. We got 1 vote for Berserk from Tony.
I'm going Berserk. Sage is also going Berserk.
Good.
Wow. Taco and Sage going Berserk. Cope, you pity voting?
Pity vote.
You mother.
I'm glad Claymore got a vote though, because Claymore is also really good.
Claymore is amazing. Next we got Steins Gate versus JJK, and I feel I already know how this is gonna turn out.
JJK.
JJK.
Yeah.
We don't even need Sage's vote. Y'all need to get on Steins Gate, seriously.
I mean,
What?
they were the
No.
first time.
Yeah, I mean, the time travel with the microwave thing is still amazing. I'm just
Dude.
picturing like you walk up to your microwave and like,
Dude.
oh, I'm gonna go heat up some food.
Dude, you think that's amazing? One, they test it with a banana.
Oh, I'm gonna heat up some food real quick. Oh no, I actually made the DeLorean into my microwave.
2, if you think just the time travel from a microwave is amazing, you're in for a treat with this show, because that's probably one of the least amazing parts of the show.
I've
Oh, no,
tested
that's pretty
time traveling
incredible.
microwave. Let me put a banana in it.
like,
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go test this theory. Roll up. See what happened?
like you're in for a treat if you think the time travel microwave is that amazing. Bleach versus Full Metal Alchemist.
Bleach.
Oh. This
I
is a
heard
tough
one
one for me.
Bleach.
This one's tough for me.
I have a feeling Cope's gonna vote Bleach because he has yet to watch Full Metal. I still need to collect the rest of the Full Metal editions of Full Metal Alchemist. I need 15 through 8 or 14 through 18.
Sage has also gone with
Sage also went Bleach.
I shall go Bleach.
pity vote for Full Metal.
Pity vote. The pity vote king didn't pity
No.
vote this time.
No,
You're not allowed to talk.
you are not allowed to pity vote.
That's fine. It's not pity because Full Metal's great, so it's not really a pity vote.
All right, reasonable.
Okay, he's not wrong there. He's not wrong there. Full Metal is.
It's not really a
is
pity
amazing.
vote because Full Metal's fantastic.
A good thing we had that round 2 be quick.
Oh, with JJK. It's coming for Bleach's head.
Well, just in general, because we are at 2 hours and 24 minutes.
Who knew this would be the longest one so far?
Well, that's
It's
why.
only-
That's why I'm not including these as part of the.
like 45 minutes. What are you talking about?
That's why
Yeah,
I'm not
you're right,
including these as part of the season, and they're like specials. Like they'll be in a separate playlist on YouTube. Once we get Spotify up and running, though, they'll still be under the same Spotify thing.
Gotcha.
But
Well, you can title it like Special Episode 1 and do stuff
well,
like that.
yeah, the title will be Special 1 on YouTube as well. So it'll have the same one on Spotify once we get it. But I feel like since these are specials, it'd be like, since we're doing these as like sort of like a break, like let's take a break from just characters and do like something about with us, with the podcasters ourselves. And this perfectly hit the mark for that. So, and if you guys want to debate something, go ahead, because I'm gonna set up the honorable mention screen as well right now.
I don't know what Taco's Discord picture is. If you'd like to elaborate upon that.
I think it's
That is
Goku.
Goku holding a Dragon Ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's Goku. That's all I got for that.
Skelytony's is pretty easy to tell.
It suits his name.
Copes is.
It's not like
Copes
it's
is
not
his
like
banner.
it's not like I took my name that I made for Xbox, Skeletony Bones, and found the
Oh,
one
incredible.
skeleton like Xbox icon, and I'm like, this is perfect. This is it.
Yeah,
and I
what,
just stuck
like
it on.
the
It was meant to
pursuer or something.
I am the pursuer on Steam and literally everything else because it's my favorite boss from Dark Souls 2, and
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Dark Souls.
I just kind of. Yeah, it is, and Dark Souls 2 is my
So-
first one, so I have a lot of bias towards that.
Rage-inducing, but great game.
2 of the ones on my honorable mentions. Well, 3 out of the 5 do not have anime adaptations yet.
Fair enough. Say, I know me and you were talking about some of the mentions, and I'm
but
jealous of your
2 of them
mention.
do have. Well, actually, it kind of switched a little bit because I was like, wait, I can throw in the ones that are manga only on my honorable mentions since we don't have to debate them or anything. Oh shoot! I might have screwed up here. I might have
You
grabbed
screwed up.
images that aren't able to go into the slides. Yep.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Not counting his pixels.
It's not a pixel limit. It is a file type. So web
So-
files don't work.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Then look at his file type extensions.
So, Sage made a good point. He's like, if Kush was here, One Piece definitely would have beat JJK.
Probably. Well, One Piece only got 1 vote, so it still would have lost.
One Piece.
He
Yes, true. they
He
only
would
did
have
good
spent
vote.
his life convincing us that One Piece is better than JJK.
It was like you guys like trying to convince Kush and Cope that Guts was like Guts versus Goku and Vegeta. It's like,
Oh my
you
God.
guys tried so hard.
Bro,
We're like,
he
yeah, but
is
Goku and
though.
Vegeta.
A better character. A better character.
But it's Goku and Vegeta though.
That argument is invalid when it's coming to anything
Exactly.
but strength.
But can he beat Goku? No, I'm kidding.
Exactly. Like you guys were so focused on Goku and his power and all that.
Goku-
We got off topic
but-
so many times during that, man.
But to be fair, that's my childhood, so I got biased.
Bro,
That's just
I
pure-
mean that's my
that's pure
childhood
bias.
too. One of the first games I ever played on freaking GameCube was a freaking Dragon Ball game.
Was it Budokai? Because those are great.
I think it was a Budokai.
Budokai 2 was the shit.
It might have been that one. I don't know. Whichever one was
Oh,
on
that's the
GameCube.
shit.
Because I only know
It
there
had Vegito on the cover. I remember it.
there was only two. There's only 2 Dragon Ball games on the GameCube.
Say, Budokai 2 was that shit, though.
Tony, can you look that up?
Fine. Yeah, not fine. Okay, sure, I'll do that.
Fine. Freaking
Fine,
like
I don't
soon,
wanna, but I
soon
guess
the day
so.
answer there, man.
Fine, I guess I'll look it up.
Dude, I cannot find a good kaiju image that is.
Budokai 2 was on GameCube.
So
and
it was.
PS2.
So it was
Yep,
Budokai
I had
2.
it for PS2. Say,
Look up
that cover
original
with
one.
Vegito on it. So good.
The original one was also on PS2 and GameCube.
So
I
it
had
was either
the
one
other
then.
I think I had Budokai 2 and 3, but not the first one. For PS2.
The only one I have is Xenoverse 2. It's the only Dragon Ball game I owned.
I do recommend Kakarot. That's a really, really good game.
I've
Granted,
been
it's just
I've
Dragon
been
Ball Z.
wanting to get it, but the price has
Which
not
one?
lowered on it since it came out.
I don't know if you whatever like consoles you have and whatnot, but they just
Every
released-
console that Kakarot's released on, I have.
Okay, so I know they just released it for the next gen consoles, and it runs fantastic. It plays super super well,
yeah,
but
I have Switch,
it's literally Dragon Ball Z.
Switch, PS4, PS5.
Yeah, it's literally just DBZ, the whole story
Is it
plus
really?
the DLCs. Oh yeah, it's just Dragon Ball Z, but you get to play as Goku, Vegeta, Gohan. Yeah.
Okay, my interest kind of dropped for it now.
But the DLCs, you do get to fight Whis and Beerus and Golden Frieza and Bardock's now added into the game. Bunch of other stuff.
I can
Still
try
fun,
to
though.
find a good picture for this one. So yeah, the 3 that don't have anime adaptations, 2 of them have been announced.
Okay.
One was supposed to come out literally this month. Also, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the stream, this is the 1 month anniversary of our podcast.
Yo, that's true.
That is true.
It is, yeah, this is the 1 month anniversary.
Woo!
We've been doing this for a month, boys.
Someone get the party popper.
I can't play that sound effect. Never mind.
Good enough.
Beatbox.
Good enough. We'll take it.
All right.
Here,
And another one on, so 4 of these on here I have not watched any type of animation for. 3 of them because they don't have them.
The max is 5, right? For the
have your sound alert source offline. I can't play the Bleach #1 thing.
the max is 5 for the honorable mentions, right?
Yeah, 5 honorable mentions.
Okay.
So baby, now you feel like #1, shining bright for everyone, living out your fantasies, shining bright. I can't remember the rest of the words. Fuck.
You're pretty good. I mean, it's pretty accurate.
Honestly, like
give
Treachery.
it
Did you know
4
there's
stars.
lyrics in Treachery?
Wait,
There's full blown lyrics in Treachery.
I'm looking this up now. I knew that. What song is that? Nothing Can Be Explained had lyrics. I didn't know Treachery had them though.
Invasion also does as well.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know Taka knows a couple of my honorable mentions that are staying.
Yes. I know me and you went back and forth on like at least 3 of them.
Uh-huh.
Which I'm still jealous of the one collector's thing you have of one of my honorable mentions. Still.
Yo,
Which
these
one is
lyrics
that?
are
I
pretty
can't
good
remember
though.
because I have 1, 2, 3 of the collector's editions.
Yeah, the 35th anniversary.
Oh,
Still
4.
jealous.
That's my 4th collector's edition one. I completely forgot about that one.
I say that's what I'm jealous of.
Yeah.
When did this song play though? That's gonna bother me now.
What one?
Treachery.
Treachery? That's Eisen's. That's Eisen's theme.
Makes sense then. Okay. Yeah.
I can tell to me.
Bro, I'm kind of bummed out that Nothing Can Be Explained didn't play in the original way.
Dude, so you know Sonochi no Sadame?
Yes.
Sonochi no Sadame.
Like they remixed it.
Ciao. Yeah, it's in the final battle of part 2.
I mean, like for when it was that one episode.
Alright, this is
And
gonna have to
Kazuya
do.
Bulwer.
Hopefully, I get no Twitch violations for this.
Hopefully not.
Because let's just say it's probably more graphic than Berserk.
Which one did you choose?
You'll see. After
Alright,
the
alright.
semifinals. But yeah, it's very. I mean, the picture I chose isn't that bad, but just his content in general is extremely graphic. So, all right. And we are back as Guts takes forever to load. But we have Code Geass versus Berserk.
Berserk. I'm sorry, I'm not wasting any time with that.
My number 8 versus my number 3.
Berserk.
I'm just gonna go with Code Geass just because I've seen all of it versus Berserk, but it's really, really close for me. Even though I've only seen 6 episodes of Berserk.
But
It's close. I just seen all of Code Geass.
bro, I'm surprised it took them. It'll be 7.5 episodes to cover the first 2 movies. So it's kind of nutty. Which means what? There's like 6 episodes just for the last movie.
Oh, okay.
The last movie where it gets going. 'Cause I think last movie was called Advent Children. And I know Tony knows what I'm talking about. And just the title
From
Advent.
Berserk?
Yeah, the title Advent Children is just like, wow.
Yeah.
Sage went with Berserk as well.
Sage went with Berserk.
Yep.
My heart can't take this.
Did he start watching Berserk?
Not yet. That's like a big one that he wants to watch. So
Okay. It's definitely worth it. It's one of those ones where story overcomes the animation.
I
That's
don't
what I
know
was
why
saying.
I did this to myself. I put on Guts' theme from Berserk.
Bro, a lot of the music in Berserk doesn't match. But Guts' theme, oh my god.
It hurts.
It hurts.
I started tearing up the second the first note played.
It hurts. Like the opening for Berserk, for all the movies, the ending for Berserk, for the Memorial Edition, the ending actually fits really well. But even the original 97 version, the opening and ending did not fit Berserk at all. Like, I was watching the original 97, and I was in the part that the Advent Children movie covered.
Yeah.
And that opening, it's like first opening of Bleach. That
Oh my
type of
God.
energy.
What?
That type of energy.
That does not fit Berserk at all.
No! And it had the same opening for all 25 episodes of the original.
That's ridiculous. I'm on the YouTube video for it though, and literally the first comment that's not the pinned is this song is a near death experience,
Oh my god.
and that's so true.
So, Cope, what's your vote?
Code.
Oh no.
No, I can't have
dice
this.
roll.
Oh no.
I can't have this.
My anxiety has been through the roof this entire fucking podcast.
Not to make it worse, but pressure.
Oh no. Don't you say that. Tony knows why I'm like this, and you will know once you finish Berserk because it will be in the playlist I send you.
Stop!
Actually, I think I might be able to send him that song because I don't think that song has spoilers. I think that song's closer to Lost It All.
Yeah, I think it's more Guts focused.
Like, I can take the pressure. My demons breathe the air.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, Lelouch, I know you are a mastermind when it comes to manipulating shit. But please, for my anxiety's sake.
Think of it, if he wins the dice roll, it just proves that he's a real mastermind.
I mean, he is, like, other than Kisuke Urahara, Sosuke Aizen, for old gen characters, he is the smartest character other than, like, those two.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Light Yagami is up there as well. But I think Lelouch is smarter than Light. Because Lelouch's
100%.
plan actually was completed. Light's wasn't.
Yep.
So I mean, L and nope, I'm not even including the L replacement. Screw that little white-haired bastard.
Stay, please don't do that.
L was a lot better. But here we go. Lelouch is, or Code Geass is even, or odd. Code Geass is odd. Berserk is even.
Oh.
Did Berserk lose?
This hurts.
Lelouch wins again.
Oh, Lelouch won the dice roll. It was a 3.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Now you know how Cope feels when it's Dragon Ball versus Bleach.
Lelouch, the mastermind, beats Guts.
Don't get me wrong, if Lelouch and Guts were to fight and there was ability for prep time, Lelouch would destroy Guts.
That's if there was prep time.
Exactly. If
Of course.
it was a random occurrence on the battlefield, Guts would cut that mecha in half.
110%.
Now we have Bleach versus JJK.
I don't even want to vote anymore.
It's honestly sad that it has to happen this way to JJK, but
JJK. I'm voting JJK.
Tony!
what?
If I can't have Berserk, you can't have Bleach.
Tony!
I will do this for myself. I don't even care anymore.
Don't tell me this is going to be a number 8 versus number 13 final.
It's going to be. I hope
This
it
is twice! This is twice! This is
I
twice in one streak.
I wanted Berserk to win so bad. I know
I
Bleach is
have,
my number 1, but I want Berserk to win so bad.
I have Sage's number 1. Not his number 1, his vote.
What's
It is JJK.
Oh god, Satako and Cope. Oh, this man just disrespected Bleach like that. Holy shit.
And you know what's my favorite too? You know what's my number 1? And I still wanted.
I don't even
I still
think
want Berserk to
JJK
win.
was on the top 16 list. Wait, you didn't send me one yet.
I didn't send one yet. No. I'm
Is
still making
JJK
it.
even on your top 16?
I don't honestly know yet. I still have to go through all the ones I've watched. It probably will end up being on there.
If it does
Pretty
not end
good.
up on your top 16, you are going to be ridiculed so hard for this.
Yeah,
He
probably
would never
will.
let you live it down.
I am
wouldn't.
not. Even if it does end up being on his top 16, I'm not letting him live this down.
I am sitting over here planning revenge.
Like I'm not even gonna let down that One Piece vote you made earlier either. And go figure, it was against JJK.
Yep.
Proves
How does the top ranking manga in the world get knocked out in round 1?
I used to blame Gojo. Like everybody else.
Yeah, blame Gojo for it.
You blame Gojo.
Oh my god.
Said I can't be touched.
See, at least I know it's on Sage's list. And it's pretty high up on his list too.
It's on mine too.
Mine as well.
Yeah, I think yours is more mid-range, Taco.
Mine's mid.
Yours is a little bit higher than mine, than I gave the ranking for.
Yeah, not by much.
But everyone dogging me for having JJK this low. I'm a huge fan of the romance shit, alright? Sue me. There's a reason Comey and Hoodie are above it, okay?
I can't believe I'm still like in like disbelief that it knocked out One Piece.
Yeah, that's
You
the
voted
big thing
for
me.
it. You voted for it.
Oh yeah, I know I voted for it. I was just like, okay, I'm about to watch JJK get ran over by Luffy over here, but that did not happen.
I think you were the very first vote.
I'm going Jujutsu.
I know where you live.
I know where you live.
Cope. Oh, it sucks to say this for Bleach, but are you gonna be your normal king self?
But hey, I didn't throw my vote in there yet, though.
Oh, I thought you said JJ.
No, that's Sage's vote.
Oh, I already had that marked.
I'm going Bleach.
All right. So is this gonna be Chance again, Cope?
Well, he's back now. You can probably decide that.
I feel like just for the epicness, it has to go to Chance.
This will end up being the podcast with the most dice rolls.
Oh, 100%.
Which is funny because like half
I
of these
thought,
I had to
I thought our
freaking
first one was.
explain. Because some people haven't seen a lot of them.
I can probably say everyone has seen.
Both of these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope.
Yes.
It was like
I say I hope.
Haikyuu, not everyone's seen. I think I'm the only one who's watched To Your Eternity.
Yes.
And possibly
Go for
Komi.
it.
Yes. I know. I have not seen that show.
Vinland, I think I'm the only one who's watched it.
I've watched 2 episodes of Vinland.
Evangelion, I think I can safely say I'm the only one.
Can't confirm that.
Claymore, it's just me and Tony. Horimiya, it's just me and Tony. Steins Gate is just me.
Oh, you're about to get me because time traveling microwave.
And half the people here haven't seen Full Metal.
I know I have.
Yeah,
I have not.
Cope and Tony haven't. And
That
Fire
killed me.
Force, I think everyone here has at least seen what's animated.
I've seen everything that's animated.
I've actually not watched Fire Force.
No.
Okay. Did
Really
those
good.
panels I send you actually entice you to see it?
Yes, they do a lot actually. That's
Tony,
just
when
fun.
you hear the sound from Benny Maru,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just the sound.
As soon as you know Crimson Moon's coming. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh,
It's like
dude, it's more satisfying than a Bankai.
Ooh, okay.
Like, it's more satisfying than a certain character going Bankai. Katenkyo, Karamatsu Shinju.
Okay.
Like,
At least
it's more satisfying
link
than the
them.
Bankai scream from Ichigo in the Fullbring arc.
you should link him.
Ooh, okay.
You should link him Crimson Moon when we wrap up this to hear his reaction.
Oh, when we're in the
Yep.
the after talk, I can change my audio to output through my speakers and play it.
Please, I gotta hear the reaction.
Cope, are you voting for your number one?
Yes, I'm voting Bleach.
The despair in his voice.
Because he knows Gojo's undefeated.
All right, Bleach is odds. JJK is evens.
We're gonna have a mastermind, the guy who is untouchable with blue eyes, being funny.
I'll wait till you guys see it.
Okay. With that reaction, I'm quite sure I already know what the answer is.
On my playback, it's showing up right now.
Oh my!
Yes!
Gojo stays undefeated.
Cope is gone. Cope has left the server. He's just...
Did he really?
Oh,
He
yeah.
did!
He's not even online anymore!
He got fully offline!
Oh my god.
Well, we're gonna have an over 5 hour stream, over 3 hour stream. Oh my god, because I'm gonna wait for him to come back until we do it. So I don't know if he's watching though. Let me see if he's in my stream viewers.
God.
There, he's back now, I think.
He's back.
He's back.
There he is.
Welcome back, Cope.
I don't want to be here.
Dude, trust me, neither do I.
Dude, I'm sitting
And
over
it's
here
my
playing
list.
Forza Horizon 5. I literally drove off a cliff. Just like, oh, IRL, please.
My number 2 gets knocked out in round 1. My number 2 and
By
3, my number 4 got knocked out in round 1. My
That-
number 5
now
got
I
knocked
ask-
out in round 1.
I have to ask now. How does it feel that your number 1 and 2 got knocked out both by
Both by JJK.
I believe JJK was his number 13.
13, yeah.
13?
Yep.
And my number
I told
3
you.
got knocked out by number 8.
I told you, if I can't have Berserk into the finals, you can't have Bleach into the finals.
This is your fault, Tony. This is 2 times. This is 2 times where it's your fault.
I've willed JJK to be here.
And you're gonna catch
Really?
heat. Why? Camera, focus. Focus.
I will catch heat tomorrow. It will happen. I know it will.
Alright, my camera, for some reason, does not want to focus on me. There we go. It's not one of the cameras where I can actually, like, manually do the focus. It's all autofocus on my camera. Oh my god. Alright. Honorable mentions. So, the one right below honorable mentions with the blue background, that is Solo Leveling, which is getting an anime this year. And oh my god, I cannot wait. The story is over. All the light novels are written. They're still releasing the manhwas for it. I have volume 5 on the manhwa, but I don't know what episode, because they switched it up from episodes to chapters, so they like combined a bunch of different episodes into a chapter. And I went to read it online, the manhwa, and I don't know what episode to go on. And I couldn't find anything that says like, hey, if you're reading the manhwa Tankobons, this is what episode you should start on post volume 5. The one right to the, what is it for y'all? Right to the right is Final Fantasy Lost Stranger, which is a 35th anniversary manga for Final Fantasy. There's no word on any type of anime adaptation for it yet, but it is a beautiful story. I know I sent Taco and Tony some art from it, from the panels. It is extremely detailed.
They should animate it because I already see a Moogle and I want to see that animated.
Like, it's they take, so basically the main character Shogo, I think his name's Shogo, and his sister are huge Final Fantasy fans when growing up. They played all the games. They beat all of them. They end up working at Square Enix, and their dream is to develop a Final Fantasy of their own.
Ooh, cool.
And they get isekai'd. I will not tell you if Truck-kun is involved or not.
You know Truck-kun's probably involved.
Well, look at Subaru. Look at Subaru.
That's true. That's
Look at Ainz.
Okay, the man just stayed in the VR headset too long. He got sucked into it by the goggles, alright?
That wasn't a VR game. I'm sorry, but go back and watch episode 1 of Overlord. That's not VR.
Am I...
You're thinking of Sword Art Online, Bofurry, and Excel World.
Hold on.
That is more along the lines of Are You Online?
Dive, massively multiplayer online
It's-
role-playing game.
It's
Dive.
It says dive, but it's
What
not
does
a
the
dive.
Dive
tech.
mean?
I have no clue. Because you can see him in the first episode, he's at his computer with no headset or anything on, looking at the countdown screen while
That's true.
While in the guild, while in Nazarick. Demon Lord Retry. And Slime. Slime involved death, yes, but Truck-kun wasn't involved in Slime. And Demon
You're
Lord
right. For some
Retry-
reason, we have Truck-kun a lot, but it's actually not
Uh-huh.
used that much.
And Demon Lord Retry, it's the same thing as Overlord.
Huh.
And dude, Zombieland Saga, the one about zombie idols, Truck-kun gets a 5 take, not a 3 take, a 5 take. Just watch the first episode of Zombieland Saga and you'll know what I mean. But they go to this world.
I It's actually a more advanced VR game. As it's not VR, you just get to experience it as if it was the real world.
Okay.
So it's further beyond VR.
The world they get isekai to is it's not a Final Fantasy world per se. It's a Final Fantasy-esque type world where it has stuff from a bunch of different Final Fantasies. Like the first boss fight they have is the final boss dragon, the Winter Storm dragon from Final Fantasy IV.
Cool.
Spoiler, not spoiler type thing. Character just got introduced in the new volume, and it's Sid.
Yo, Sid's in there. All right, that's already
Sid just
win.
got introduced in the most recent volume. There's only like 40 chapters out, so it makes sense that they don't have an anime yet.
Yeah.
The next one.
It's already a win though.
The next one on the top. Its anime was originally supposed to come out this year, in this month actually. But a delayment happened, and there's no release date yet, but it still has a trailer and everything. Kaiju number 8. Take Pacific Rim. Has everyone seen Pacific Rim?
No.
The Kaijus versus the Jaegers?
I mean, I know what
see the
Kaijus are.
movies.
Yeah, there's the 2 movies, and then there's a newer anime for it as well. But
I saw the first movie, that was it.
The first movie is 100 times better than the second. But take Kaiju number 8, scale down the Kaijus to human size, and you have Kaiju number 8. It's a great story. The main character is a Kaiju cleanup crew member who gets infected with so they have certain Kaiju threat levels, but once it reaches a certain point on the scale that they have, they become a numbered Kaiju. And Kaiju number 8, the numbered 8 Kaiju infects the main character, and he can now transform between the Kaiju number 8 form and his human form, and he becomes part of the Kaiju extermination force, part of the Japan Security Division.
That's pretty cool.
Fruits Basket. I have not watched any anime of Fruits Basket yet. I'm waiting till I finish reading it. I've read 10 of the collector editions, so 20 volumes of the manga. I have the last 2 volumes on order. It is, once again, another romance, but it is messed up. Like, it's a shogo still, so it's a teen girl is the demographic that it's advertised to, just like a bunch of the other romance ones. But when I say there's themes in this that rival themes in Berserk, I'm not kidding. All I hear is silence.
Yeah.
You trying to comprehend that?
I am a little bit. I know my sister watched Fruits Basket.
Yeah. I remember before I ever watched anything about Fruits Basket, I thought it was, it's just cute, another romance anime dealing with the Chinese zodiac. And then I see people say this is not something to watch with your significant other. And I'm like, why? Now I know. And I blame one of my high school friends because she got me into this series. And I literally couldn't wait. As soon as I finished Collector's Edition 10, I went on to Right Stuff Anime and ordered the last 2 volumes. I need to see how this ends. And lastly, the one that I was concerned about, Junji Ito. So I was going to use a manga panel, but let's just say they're on Berserk levels of gruesome.
Yeah.
But the Junji Ito collection is the 2016 series. It's not that good. It doesn't convey the horrorness and the suspense that the manga panels convey. But the new one, Junji Ito Maniac, which is a Netflix one, does it really, really good. Like, it adapted Junji Ito's stories very good. And we're actually getting Uzumaki, which is a single story. We're getting an anime for that this year.
Cool.
But if I was going ranking solely off of manga and manga only, all 5 of these would replace other ones in the top 16, and yes, JJK would fall off the top 16 if I was going manga only. But don't
Makes
worry,
sense.
don't worry, Horimiya would fall off as well.
Why is that? Don't worry.
Because I haven't read all of Horimiya.
Well, I can tell you, there's nothing beyond the ending.
Oh, I know that. I looked it up. Because I wasn't too satisfied with the ending. The ending was kind of anticlimactic. I was expecting.
I would have liked a better ending, but it's okay because I liked it
nonetheless. I was expecting
nonetheless.
a little bit of a time skip, you know.
Hmm. I'm okay with it though because it's satisfying to me.
I mean, it's satisfying enough. I think I was expecting more,
Understandable.
but Junji Ito would be number 4 if I was going strictly off of manga. I'll let you ponder that.
Ooh.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's. Ugh. I don't know what it is, but his way of storytelling and his art is insane. Like I said earlier, the Uzumaki maximum that Geto uses is directly inspired from Junji Ito's story Uzumaki, and it's directly inspired by the main character Kirie, her dad, winding himself up into a spiral inside of a old school Japanese tub. That's directly what it's inspired on. And even a bunch of other themes are subliminally inspired. Like, you know, earlier how I said like JJK takes most inspiration from Naruto?
Yes.
Right there with Naruto, maybe even a little more, is Junji Ito for inspiration. I would say
Okay.
more of the plot is based off of Naruto, but more of the powers, the different curses and stuff like that is all of that is based off of Junji Ito.
Okay.
So in our final, we got Code Geass, Luch of the Rebellion versus Jujutsu Kaisen.
The most unexpected final.
Yeah. This is
I
what I
just
was
felt-
afraid of.
I just heard the pain in your voice.
I honestly, if this went the way I expected it to, Code Geass would have won round 1. Comey would have won round 2. Berserk would have won. Claymore versus Evangelion, that is a hard one for me, mainly because I finished Claymore and I haven't fully finished the manga of Evangelion, but I've read a very good chunk of it. So I think for me, I would probably choose Claymore. Steins Gate, Horimiya. Steins Gate I would pick probably. One Piece I would have picked over JJK. Bleach over JoJo's. Fire Force I would have selected over Full Metal. And then I would have selected Code Geass over To Your Eternity. Berserk over Claymore. JJK, or it would have been One Piece over Steins Gate. Berserk over Fire Force. And then it would have been Code Geass versus Berserk and Bleach versus One Piece in the semifinals.
That semifinal between One Piece and Bleach, we'd have been there forever.
I mean,
kinda
we were
glad
still
had
here
it the way it is
forever.
now.
We're over 3 hours on the podcast this week.
No, I just meant for like that one alone. That would have been that's a whole separate podcast.
Probably, because the last 2 times they went up against each other, it was just characters. It was Yoruichi
Yeah.
versus Boa and Renji versus Shanks, and that Renji versus Shanks was an easy one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Now you're going off the entirety of the shows.
Yeah, that's what makes it hard. And I think in the end, I would have picked a Berserk One Piece final. which is hard in
I-
itself because those two I look heavily at the manga over the animes.
Right.
But with that said, Code Geass versus JJK, the most unexpected final.
Sage's vote is JJK.
We got one vote JJK.
I'm gonna keep with it. I willed it here. I want to keep flowing with it. JJK.
Is my number 13 overall gonna win this? Oh, it's definitely been an interesting podcast. I can say that at least.
I want what took out Berserk to lose.
But you want what you chose over Bleach to win.
I wouldn't have chosen it if it didn't. Listen, if Berserk didn't lose, I wouldn't have picked JJK.
And you voted for it against One Piece.
That was just for funny.
For funny, look where your for funny got us.
Okay, so what if it came to Berserk and Bleach?
That
If
would be
it
a
was
more
Berserk
difficult
and
one.
Bleach,
It's a whole nother
oh
separate
my
podcast too.
God. Literally, the One Piece Berserk final and the Bleach Berserk final, for me, would be so hard.
That's two separate podcasts.
It's two separate podcasts, but I think right now, with my opinions, I'd probably vote Berserk either way.
Honestly, I would vote One Piece over Berserk. I think that one's a little easy for me. But Bleach and Berserk, right now, since we're getting, even though it's not new Berserk content, but since we're getting weekly dub episodes for Berserk right now, I would probably pick Berserk over Bleach right now. But it's so hard. Like, I hold all three of those series. I hold in very high regard. Like, I have nothing but respect for all three mangaka. May Miura rest in peace.
Bro, I can't. Every single deluxe volume has a rest in peace Miura page at the very end of it.
Uh-huh.
It's hard reading that page.
Yeah, that's how you can tell newer prints.
Yeah.
Because I think mine, I actually have it right next to me. I have volume 1 right next to me. Alright, Shoyo, I gotta move you. And I gotta move my Edward Elric. Ugh, an empty can fell. These things are heavy. These things are 4 pounds each. Okay, so... Oh, I just realized the first deluxe volume actually has, like, a good chunk of Guts' backstory.
I think it's the first 3 chapters of Golden Age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. It was good. It didn't have Bazusto though. That did come in volume 2.
Yeah. So I don't have the rest in peace page, but on the author biography page, it does have about him dying unexpectedly at the age of 54. At the bottom of his author biography.
I think that's the same thing I'm talking about. Let me check.
I know. What print is mine?
It's the Kentaro Miura page, and it's just at the
Yeah.
very end. Yeah. That's the one in all 3 pages. It's just it's sad.
So I have mine. It doesn't say which. Okay, I have a first edition.
Oh, okay, nice.
I have a first edition. So, speaking of Tight Kubo for mangaka, I was telling Tony about this. For my zombie powder, I have all 4. They're very hard to get. All 4 of mine have the $7.99 price tag, which was like way back in the early 2000s. 3 out of the 4 of them are first editions. And they're worth a good chunk of money.
Where do you see what, like, on what page of the manga
Alright,
do you look to
so-
see if it's a first print or not?
Open it up.
Or first edition, yeah.
You'll have the black page. Then you have the white page with the kanji for Berserk.
Yeah.
And then go 2 pages to where you see the first chapter cover page.
Yeah.
And on the contents page, below printed in China, you'll see a bunch of fine text. If you go down to description, deluxe edition, right after deluxe edition, it'll say first edition or not.
I do have a first edition as well.
You have a first. I think a lot of these are first editions that we're gonna see in stores because they only started making these in 2019.
That's true.
But god damn, are these things beautiful? Like, it's so simple, but it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, I'm showing mine up on just the cover of mine on the screen.
Yeah, each of my volumes are a first edition.
Which
Which
means
makes
my
sense.
second one is a first, which I'm not getting right now because I wonder if my Hellsings are a first edition.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Because I have the leatherbacks of Hellsing as well. We need 2 more votes. We got 2. We got Sage and Tony voted for JJK.
Say this one's tough.
While you deliberate, I'm actually gonna go grab one of my Hellsings.
Say, this one's tough for me.
Not really for me. Like, I know my choice.
And I'm back.
Say, Code Geass is so good, but so is JJK.
So the Hellsings are beautiful too. And I grabbed my 3rd volume because it was the easiest to grab. Holy crap, these are a lot newer than I thought they were. The 3rd volume of my Hellsing is a first edition, which those started in June of 21. There's only 3 of them.
Wow.
But I'm showing it on stream right now. It's got the cross in the middle instead of this, kind of like how Berserk has a sacrifice mark.
Mm-hmm.
And it,
Who left?
once again, it is a beauty.
Taco's gone!
Taco's gone!
Taco's back.
Problema?
I don't know what's up with Discord.
He couldn't handle the pressure.
Did you see it, Tony?
Yeah, I did. That looks pretty cool.
Oh, I'm showing it right now on my end.
Yeah. That's really cool. Dark Horse does them too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Bro, freaking Dark Horse. I know I mentioned this last week, but Dark Horse does Mob Psycho.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I mentioned that last week.
Oh, huh.
It's still
That's in
surprising.
my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know Mob Psycho was a seinen.
I'm still on the fact that Toei did Powerpuff Girls.
Granted, it was a spin-off, but it wasn't like a Japanese exclusive spin-off.
I'm still on the fact that they did it. But my vote's gonna have to go to JJK.
Oof. So, Cope, are you going to be the pity vote in the final?
No.
He's voting JJK.
Sweep.
The 4-0 JJK sweep.
This is only the second or third. This is the 3rd sweep. This bracket has had the least amount of sweeps.
Yep.
Thanks to me.
Yeah, because you're always freaking last to vote. But it is cool
That's 'cause
because I
I
actually
kinda
get to
just
put
wanna
in
hear
this
everybody.
JJK image that I found earlier when doing the break screen. If it's not a web, it's not a web. Nice. You're gonna enjoy this image I've got for JJK. I think it's a season 2 visual.
Ooh. Is there? Did they release a release date for when that's coming out? I know it's either next year or the end of this year.
I think I put it in our news chat.
Now I'm about to go look.
Yeah, I think it's in our news chat.
Oh, gotta go look now.
Because I try to put that stuff out when I find out. There's a new JJK chapter today.
Nope, nothing about season 2.
Yeah, just a new chapter.
I think it's in July. I think it's July 2nd.
Sweet.
JJK season 2 release date. Ooh. Oh wait, that's season. Why did it give me season 1? So it's only saying 2022, but I could have swore I saw. It's gonna be 2 cores, just like season 1.
Okay.
But July 2023.
Oh, that's not too far away at all then.
No, but you have to remember it's gonna be competing with Bleach Core 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Bleach Core 2 also comes out in July 2023.
Gotcha.
So, this is your winner, everyone. I forgot to add a new scene where it's... I don't want to move the Discord. I forgot to add a new scene where it's just, Oh my god. My mouse is fucking...
I mean, no, it still looks cool though.
Why are you doing this? No! My mouse will not let me do shit with it.
It's
There we
Gojo,
go.
you can't touch him. Blame Gojo.
Gojo's on
His
the
fault.
opposite side of what I'm touching.
You can't touch him at all.
There we go, I got it.
It just goes with his character.
But there's your winner, JJK. As I try to... Oh my god. I so gotta restart my computer. You can see my struggle on the freaking stream.
Yeah.
Got it, thank you, finally. Alright, that works for now. So, JJK is the winner.
All thanks to Gojo.
That was painful. Oh, it's all thanks to Tony.
I didn't want it to win.
Shout out Tony and
Dude,
Gojo.
every match you voted for it.
Because I could. Okay, listen, I voted against One Piece because I genuinely liked watching JJK over One Piece.
Because you
I
haven't
voted
gotten to
for
the
it.
time skip.
And that's all it is. I voted for it over Bleach because Berserk lost, and I wanted Berserk to be in the finals, not Code Geass. Almost said Steins Gate.
So
Not
why
Code
wouldn't
Geass.
you vote Bleach and put Bleach to make it an easy win for Bleach in the final?
Because Bleach has already won too many times.
And?
I know it's not a bad thing, but let's give it a break.
It's on break right now.
No, it was clearly not on break until we voted it out.
Oh, God. So this is all Tony's fault. He's never
Yep.
going to live this down.
Nope.
Shame. Shame. Well, this did not go as I expected, but I mean... That's the fun
That's what
in
happens
it.
when you throw curveballs.
That's the fun in it. That's the madness. That's the reason we're doing these specials, is to do stuff like this where we can have people's top 16s and just totally go unexpectedly, because
I'm waiting for
the
my turn.
The person's
I'm
top
waiting
16,
for my turn.
they can't vote.
I can only imagine what's gonna win off mine.
Oh God.
Because you've seen
I have seen Copes, Sages, and Tacos.
I can't wait for it to be my turn because
For
it's
the
just gonna
crew.
be a bunch of yelling at me.
So that's when we make sure Berserk doesn't win, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Or Bleach. As much as that's gonna pain me.
I hope like My Little Pony or like Hello Kitty beats Berserk.
I also need two of our other guests, being Spence and Vert, which hopefully we can get them on one week. But that was my top 16. It definitely hurt. Definitely hurt. I should have waited to watch To Your Eternity till after this stream.
Oh, so you could feel bad even more?
Or just rewatch it.
Hell no. Hell no. I'm sorry. As much as I like To Your Eternity, that's like rewatching One Piece from where I'm at and going through all of those emotional hitters again. Even though I think the biggest one you've been through, Taco, has been Chopper's backstory with Here
Yep.
Look. Hey, Nami at Arlong Park is worse than that.
Yeah.
That's the biggest.
Yeah.
That's
for damn sure.
And I probably ranked that like number 5 or number 6 on biggest emotional hitters where I'm at.
That's crazy.
Might be number 7 actually. And I know Tony knows 5 other emotional hitters that happen.
Probably around that
Three of
number.
them connected to Water 7 Eddie's lobby.
Yeah.
One connected to Thriller Bark.
Yep.
And one connected to Whole Cake.
Yes, I know all those then.
And I'll say 3 out of all of those are my top 3 emotional hitters.
Where's the Going Merry fall on your scale?
3.
3, okay.
Then a certain Baroque Works worker is number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the Whole Cake one is number 1.
Yeah, that one's really bad. Honestly,
I actually, I'll be honest.
Whole Cake for the one character really sucks.
I'll be honest. When it came to my number 2 One Piece, when I got the Whole Cake, I dropped One Piece because of that.
It was tough dealing with it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was a good 5 months that I didn't watch One Piece.
Wow.
This was before I started reading it, so because I got the Whole Cake before I came back to where I'm currently living. I got the Whole Cake, and it was after I came home to where I'm currently living where I got to that moment, and then so that was in September of 21. It wasn't until I started reading it in March of 21 that I actually started watching it again. Or March of 22. It was March of 22 when I started watching it again. That's how long I dropped One Piece because of that. I've been caught up with the anime for almost a year now.
Not to cut you guys off, I'm gonna have to head on out. It was good doing the podcast this week.
Right.
Thank y'all.
You should wait until my reaction to the Benny Mars Crimson Moon.
Say, I gotta.
Oh
work
yeah,
at 6:30
that's
in
gonna
morning.
happen in the after we end stream.
Yes, I gotta work at 6:30.
Ooh.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I saw what time it was.
But hey, you're here. You lasted. It was great to have you.
Of course, I will catch y'all.
And give Sage my regards.
Of course.
Even though he's probably watching.
Of course.
Sage, if you're watching, say bye in the chat.
All right, guys, I'll catch y'all.
See you, Taco.
Bye.
Also, thank you for
See ya.
Cope coming. Make sure you check him out on Twitter and Twitch at KillerKush412, and Skelytony, our other co-host, for joining us today. And of course, we got to give thanks to Sage, even though he had technical difficulties. But have fun. Have fun with everything. Next week we are going to be doing episode 5 of season 1, which is going to be Senseis. So get ready, because you're going to see Gojo again. You're going to see those pretty eyes again.
He's not winning. He's not winning.
Tony's got a vendetta against him now.
Oh no, I've always with the characters I already know or have been chosen. I already know Gojo's not winning. I already know he's not.
Yeah, next week's gonna be an
I'm
interesting week.
probably gonna still be disappointed whenever it comes up to your top 16 too. So
Well, we can let me look at the weekly categories that we have here. If you want, we can do his instead of Taco's on week 10, just so it's still fresh in our mind.
you know what? How about we do it as... Well, no, I want to do mine as week 15 since I'll be moving for week 10. Hell with it. We'll make his week 20. That way he'll forget about it,
Oh,
but I'll keep
You
reminding
think
you.
I'll forget? I probably will.
Oh,
you're right.
Tony,
forget.
knowing you, you will.
I will. I guarantee you I
You'll
will.
forget.
All right. Thank you for coming, everybody. Have a good night. And we'll see y'all next week for Senseis.